Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Tuesday morning, okay? And I want to talk to you a couple of topics that are very, very interesting. My homie Funkmaster Flex from Hot 97 went balls deep in Charlamagne Tha God, a.k.a. Leonard McKelvey, and Sean Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z. Now, there's old tension there, and I'm not sure what sparked this renewed interest. I mean, he does keep the lights on over there at Hot 97. That's a fact. And every once in a while, if another day part is lagging, Flex will do what he does. And he does it oh so well. So I'm not sure when this audio that I'm going to play in its entirety, I'm not sure when this happened, but he went in, all the way in. And it's highly entertaining. I only heard maybe 7 minutes of it. I'm going to try and play as much as I can. If you're from the New York Tri-State, you may want to email, educate me on any new developments up there. I know somewhat, sort of what's going on, but I'm not fully in the loop. Something with DJ Academics and Rock Nation. Somebody exposed or allegedly that Charlamagne gets paid from Rock Nation. I don't know if any of this is true, but I think this was the starting point. Salute to Chigs Smooth on YouTube. You know, I fuck with Chigs heavy, and I went to his platform, and I said, uh-oh, it must be real and current. Chigs has all the current content, all right? So that's my main topic. Guys, showrunner, holy smokes. New video footage came out today in HD or 4K in color. Now, not the black and white footage that we saw a couple of weeks ago. New video footage filmed by Tigger's wife's son. I'm not going to say his name, but the young man is screaming, "Mr. Tigger, get off of her!" I'm not going to play that video footage because it's pretty intense. Tigger dragging his wife, dragging her around, telling her over and over, "Give me my phone. It's registered in my name." She's not swinging on him. Regardless of whether you don't like her or her character, her track record, she's not teeing off on him. She's screaming and screaming. "My earring is digging into my ear." And all Tigger is saying is, "Oh, well, give me my phone." If you have not seen the video footage and you're a member, email me. I'll send you the link. I'm not going to take the chance and play it. The last show that I addressed Tigger, I got some type of age restriction. Then I appealed it, and they said, "No, you won't be playing that type of stuff on YouTube." I will put up a picture just for a short period of time and then take it down. Yeah, Tigger dragging his wife through some area in the house. And let me just say this, because whether you think his wife lined him up or not, no grown man in his 50s should be arguing with his wife over a phone. Can I get an amen early in the live chat? Regardless of whether she and the son may have been in on something. I don't know. I'm not going to attack that young man. He did the right thing. "Mr. Tigger," he said twice, "get off of her." No grown man in his 50s should be arguing with your wife over a phone. Your wife did, nigga. Also, a little bit later, I want to talk about a few other topics here. Salute to Mace, Minister Mace, Pastor Mace, Mason Betha. Someone sent me a video. He's back in the pulpit. I like this for him. I only met Mace one time at Hot 97. I think it was 1999. I can't say that I know the man, but I love what he and Cameron do. You've heard me say that before. The chemistry, two friends, they have put all their differences aside. Mace, I don't think he ever left the pulpit. I think he just maybe gave some of you time to catch up. He left Bad Boy at its peak and his peak to avoid catching a slug in the mug, you know? And I'm going to play a video of him preaching And even though myself, a non-believer in the theory of God, God's a theory, hell of a theory, I like what Mace was saying and how he executed, and I think it's a very, very good look for him at this point in his life. But what better time to do it than when you're, popping like Jiffy Pop on a Friday night, him and Cam? So give me some time. We'll talk about these things, all right? Hey, also, anybody in the live chat who may get my show notes? I always send out bullet points to my, my core audience and my sponsors, roughly 15 to 16 people. I'm going to ask you guys a little bit later, are Africans the real alien engineers? Now, I've asked you this before. A lot of you laugh. But I want to play something for you. One of my, favorite, top 50 favorite sci-fi films. Prometheus from 2012, the opening scene, if you know what I'm talking about or where I'm going. The opening scene. They're now trying to suggest that some type of elite, superior, white race may have once upon a time come to this planet. And, one of the alien engineers, they call him an engineer, sacrificed himself, fell into the ocean, his body dissolved. And they're trying to, allude to that's how life may have started here on Earth. I want to address that later, okay? All right, let's get down to business. Guys, thank you for being members. Members only today. I want to talk to members. If you're not a member, please don't call the show. I'm funny style. I want to talk to people who I have a similar interest with regards to some of these stories and other things, right? Let's get down to business here. This is the audio. Wait a minute. That's the wrong link. Bear with me. Now, I know I downloaded. Okay, here we go. Hold on a second. Funk Flex going balls deep with no Vaseline.
It's Hot 97. Funk Flex, I'm here. I don't know what type of beat y'all talk over today, Tad. I don't know what would be appropriate, Who shot you? All right, yeah. I like that. So I'm here in New York. So, Nessa has a lot of influence because Nessa keeps me up to speed on things that are going on. So, Nessa, a few people will shoot me a few stories. Shout out to Joe I.E., Tap, Wiz, of course, Nessa. They shoot me stories of what's going on. So, I guess, where do we start? I gotta be honest. I wanna just double back to Colin Kaepernick, that situation, right? And I guess with the NFL, right? With the NFL, there was Colin was really expressing what he felt, what was going on, providing assistance and help, and he was a voice for bringing positivity, if that's the right word. Awareness is a better word. You're right, Tat. Your mic's not on, I don't think. Awareness to this whole situation that was going on with the NFL. Colin was criticized for kneeling. And let's not forget, Colin's reason for that was what he felt was going on in America with
police brutality.
With police brutality. And, it was also...
Flex is taking it back so he can, dog walk Jay-Z. Pay attention.
So, listen. Get some energy he felt about the NFL and maybe how it was moving and the owners and things like that. So, in the midst of that, Jay-Z, Jay-Z jumped into that situation and derailed it. Right?
Yes.
But before I continue with the Colin Kaepernick Jay-Z situation, we have to have a great understanding of who Jay-Z is. You know, and this is, for me, he is the world's greatest MC to me. And I know we're going to discuss this today.
Whoa.
But I want to make sure you understand.
I got to jump in. Did he just say Jay-Z is the world's greatest MC? Well, to be fair, didn't he say a year ago that Drake was better than Jay-Z? Someone please correct me if I'm wrong.
Like 9 out of the 10 things Jay-Z does. This particular subject matter that we're getting ready to talk about is the one that I comment on the most. He's a great MC to me. I mean, what he's done for the culture, and I'm not going to get generic, I'm going to get a little bit more specific. I mean, he's fed a lot of people. He's created an amazing legacy. He's put on a ton of artists. I mean, he's built something that, you know, he might be, New York, the greatest. I mean, he's going to be considered one of the greatest music moguls of our time, Jay-Z. You know, it's not, he just doesn't wear the MC hat anymore, right? And I just want to make sure that that doesn't get lost in our discussion today of how great Jay-Z is. And his grind.
Glazing at its finest. Glazing.
And from the bottom and from nothing.
He's a businessman.
Yes, businessman, and also, you know, his music, man. I know people get mad when I say this. He's a little greater than Biggie to me and Nas.
All right now. All right.
He is. You know, I always say it, and sometimes we can't always. You know, we don't really big up Jay's accomplishments. We don't. You know, we always want to fly into what he did wrong. So I want to make sure before I speak today, 9 out of 10 things Jay-Z does, I like. You know, listen, that freestyle he dropped at the Roots picnic, to me, that was like Tom Brady on the Buccaneers, man, catching another ring. I enjoyed seeing him step into that arena on that freestyle, with that freestyle that he did not have to do, because it doesn't change his legacy. But he felt the competitor in him, that's what he wanted to do. Now, I do question if that freestyle was to throw us off from the whole Target situation. I'm not sure. I'm just putting it there. I don't know. But even if that's not it, his competitiveness, performance, and music making, because I'm going to be honest about that performance, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if that was the Ice Cube Eazy-E here.
Folks, if you're just now tuning in, I'm playing Funkmaster Flex, talking with Tat Wizard, Hot 97, and he's getting ready to go in on Jay-Z and Charlamagne. Just give it some time. It's early. I've got a beer. Let's enjoy this. I got time today.
His outfit, his delivery, the bars. Because listen, man, Kendrick and Drake went back and forth for a long time. Jay answered a lot of people in like 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. You know, his pen game's still fierce. He's still hungry. Now, back to Colin Kaepernick. You know, I was more disappointed, New York, on all the people, and I don't want to call what Jay did with Colin a hoodwink. You know what I want to call it? Sometimes we gotta really keep in mind, Jay-Z is from Brooklyn. He's from the streets.
Best style.
Grinded, hustler. You know, I'm just saying, like, I know sometimes we got a lot of surprises and things. Like, that's what he is. That's how he moved everything forward, the culture forward, him forward, all his people around him forward. You know, he understands that. And we got to be honest with ourselves. We wasn't mad at that when he was giving us the concerts and the music and the with the clothing they had, the Sean
Rockaway.
Sorry, Puff. I mean Rockaway. Almost said Sean John.
Oh,
but
man.
I mean all of those things. So I want to make sure when we really get to the Colin Kaepernick, it's past his prime. When we get to his deal with the NFL, and they laid it out for you. Remember the room. Charlamagne was in the room then, and he was okay with it, right? And we got to do the same thing for Charlamagne, man. You know, that boy put his time in this city, grinded very hard. He's also put on a lot of people, changed the morning show landscape, because we're always just talking about people when we want to tear them down and we want to rip them down. We got to really sometimes just give it the way it is. You know,
The truth.
yes, that, you know, what he has built for himself and for other people is amazing. Shout out to Wendy Williams. You know, he came out of that camp. He figured it out. He got fired. He went out of town. He came back. You know, sometimes we got to give our people our accolades. And once again, let's be clear, it's later on in his career that we're looking at this right now. So I'm talking about some people who have put in a lot of good work and positive work and you know, but now we got to say he, you know, C the God was in there when Jay was saying we're past kneeling. You know, Jay-Z knew why the NFL was reaching out to him. All of us, I got shunned. I was called every name in the book for talking about Jay-Z with that particular situation.
Yep.
My bosses at the time and different people. Hey,
I'm going to jump in here for a second. Thank you for becoming a new member. It's members only today. I got lots of time, and I'm hearing this for the first time. I heard maybe a 6-minute clip on Chick Smooth YouTube channel, and I didn't want to judge too fast. I'm listening intensely, and I want to hear at what point does Flex start to go in, because right now he's glazing. He's glazing pretty hard, but you know, I got time. Thank you for your emails, guys. Again, the new video that came out today of Big Tigger roughing up his wife. I saw it in color, in HD. It's not a legend. Roughing her up over his phone. I'm not going to play it. If you're a member, send me an email. I'll send you the link you posted on your channel. If you're not a member, you got to send in a donation.
Jay called over and said, just give him a chance. I think he said 6 months. I always knew in 6 months that that's not going to resonate the same way if it's a mistake. And whatever it was, you know, Jay-Z, like I said, 9 out of the 10 things I love about you, bro. The Colin Kaepernick thing was a real slice below the belt, and that wasn't for your people. And you try to make people believe it was for your people, and that's why you're getting the target flack, Jay. That's why you're getting the target flack, because you and your team have always tried to camouflage that you're helping with that situation, because you have helped. Listen, Meek, prison reform, you know, countless people he's put on, countless artists they have put through that Rock Nation system to sell records, show them the system. Once again, 9 out of 10 things I like about him. But, and I'll be honest, if you want to chop Colin Kaepernick off at the knees, just say it, man. That's why this thing is real questionable. It's not questionable anymore, Jay. It's not questionable anymore, to be honest. It's like you cut his knees off because some way or how the NFL spoke to you or you made your way to them and you knew whatever bag that you were taking was going to neutralize Colin. You knew that. You're smarter than that. But it's okay if you want to take it. Take it, my brother. Take it, but wear it, man. That's all, because that's why this all gets weird. If you're saying something about him, he gets upset. His team gets upset because we see through the jokes. And listen, it's a good jokes, bro. I ain't knocking your jokes. I'm just saying it came at the expense of Colin Kaepernick, and we saw you. Facts. Not you and your team made personal calls to air personalities to make sure how they spun it. So You was with Colin in the beginning, but when you smelt the bag, and I hate to say this, my brother, but this is how it works. You was with Colin, wearing the jersey with him, phone calling him and everything. Y'all was communicating. And you either got a call, a whiff, that the NFL wants to talk to you. Somewhere in there, you made a decision. Jukes. But it's okay. Brooklyn. I understand it. You a hustler. I understand you, bro. But I keep it a buck, man. Most Brooklyn and hustlers, they just say what it is, man. I'm going to get that money. That's what the part you're not saying, Jay-Z. I'm going to get that money. Once again, I like 9 out of the 10 things that Jay-Z does. This one is just a subject matter that's been coming up, and we talking about it. Now, we're not going to fast forward. We're going to keep moving. Then we get Leonard in there. Leonard, what's his name?
Leonard.
No, cool. Don't diss him. See the God?
Yeah.
He's at this press conference. And to be honest,
Lesser Charge. That's the nigga's name. Lesser Charge. Let's go.
You know, once again, your accomplishments are great, my brother. But see the God, you made your name off the street, and everybody that believes in you on that World Star World, online, you know, the grind, everybody from the street. That's where you made your name. So then when you get up into some press conference in the NFL and you start stuttering, looking stupid, you know, that ain't an act. Because now that we learn after academics has exposed you that this is a prior partnership that y'all did. And the problem is with the both of y'all is you're duping the public. That's the part in here. So you thought it was okay for Jay to say we're past kneeling and everything else. You sat there, you didn't say nothing. You could tell people behind the scenes what you said got edited out. We don't believe you. It's cool. And to be honest, his name's Charlamagne, I'm gonna tell you why you did that. And I'm gonna turn the music down. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people don't understand why you did that. I'm gonna tell you why. You stood outside of New York, in North Carolina, your whole life. I think you did a little time in Philly. And
South Carolina. Charlamagne is from South Carolina, not North Carolina.
You look down at this city, and you're amazed by it. You want to come here. And you wanted to skip the line. And you thought, let me get next to Jay-Z. I mean, you rode his corn knob every chance you got, bro. Every chance you got. You rode his pepper, and you got his mayonnaise all over your face. Every chance you got.
Pause.
You know why? Because you was looking for validation from a New York cat. You wanted validation. And what you did not realize, Charlamagne, is that boy Jay-Z right there, you ain't smarter than him. He's hustler from Brooklyn. You ain't never gonna outsmart him.
Ever.
And I know, Charlamagne, you was at your dinner table. Jay-Z really likes me. He likes my opinion. You was wearing that dirty Rock Nation hat, I don't know how many days in a row. I thought it was a uniform.
Okay, Funk Flex picking up the pace. Pay attention. If you're from New York, I'm playing most of this audio this morning. I got time today. Let's go.
I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm not taking away from your accomplishments and what you do for people. But I'm saying you are a groupie with that Jay-Z. And you know something? We're going to keep it a buck today. You know, us from New York, see, you thought us falling back on Jay, you could just jump in and put his knob all over your nose, right? And put his eggnog all in your mouth. And you know the picture I'm painting, bruh. So now, what you didn't realize, and we ain't mad at Jay-Z for this, he was neutralizing your opinion, turning you into a parrot, and making you regurgitate what he wanted to get out there. Welcome to the club. You want to know why? And there's nothing wrong with it. Jay-Z does that to everybody. We ain't mad at him. We respect the hustle. He's a hustler.
The jokes.
And the crazy thing is, Charlamagne, I know he didn't even really want to deal with you. You were just all over his gumbo. And I would do it too. Yo, Charlamagne's on line 6. Word. Call him back tomorrow. Yo, Charlamagne's on line 4. Word. Call him back. Yo, Charlamagne's on line 2. Yeah, man. Yo, you think he wants to get on my gumbo? Yeah, he does. You think he wants my mayonnaise in his face? Yeah. Charlamagne will take that mayonnaise. You've been riding another man's machine. I got a different word for it every time. Yo, I did the Max B laugh. And you know something? And I'm going to get back to Jay. But you know, Charlamagne made his name in New York, making New York artists and everybody go at each other. He came here to New York City, and nothing wrong. You fell for it. Nothing wrong. I'm not down in another dude. Now, academics, who's never your friend, bruh. He's from Jersey. You from North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South? Well, I've been saying the wrong place the whole time? Sorry. Academics is from the town.
Yep.
I'm from the town.
King Act.
Joe Buttons is from the town.
Yep.
They just let you go, watching you knob off Jay, just waiting for you to fall. And here I am now, describing how you had the knob all the way in the back of your throat. Now,
Jesus.
knob, Mr. Mayonnaise.
Yo, Knob Deep.
That's what I'm calling him from now on, Mr. Mayonnaise.
Knob Deep.
A.K.A. Knob Deep. Yes, Mr. Mayonnaise, A.K.A. Knob Deep Charlamagne. Okay,
Deep.
So I always get a name out of it. So moving that forward, right? Then the other day he said, yo, people have selective rage.
Yeah.
You have selective mayonnaise in your mouth, bro. What are you talking about, selective rage? Yeah, there's rage about the Colin Kaepernick situation. Yes, there's rage that you faded. You faded all the way. What's the guy? Homer Simpson, into the bushes. Yep. You was right into the bushes, Homer. Mr. Mayonnaise.
Yep.
What'd you say, Deep?
Knob Deep.
Knob Deep, yes. So you faded into the bushes. That's okay. You were never from the town. You don't know how to recognize a New York dude finessing you. You don't know how to recognize that. That's not Jay's fault, New York. That's not his fault. Now, where Jay's wrong is he never says, yo, boy, all people want from Jay is, yo, man, I'm going to get that bag. And that's it. Everybody will be off him. But, you know, he gave that impression like he cared. Now we fast forward to Target.
Yeah.
Now, it's a bad situation. Jay, if I could talk to you personally for a minute, that package is smoking, bro. I've been meaning to, yo, listen, New York. We all mad that he put that in Target, but don't get it twisted. That, what is it called?
Exclusive white
Reasonable
vinyl?
Doubt.
Of what? Reasonable
Doubt 30.
Listen, I promise Nessa I'm not going to buy it. And
Folks, don't forget I have a Reasonable Doubt Platinum Plaque for sale. Email me, a Reasonable Doubt Platinum Plaque for sale. RIAA certified. It's got my name on it. I got to get rid of some of this stuff.
I'm not. I don't know if Maria bought it, but I didn't. No, I'm not buying it. Maria, before you get a chance for us, okay. I'm not going to buy it. I got to tell Nessa the truth. I was bringing it up that I kind of liked it. Nessa got silent on me on the phone.
Yeah.
I stopped bringing it up.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, New York. I know this Target is the situation. I'm going to get to that talk. But that white vinyl right there, Reasonable Doubt, I mean, it's smoking. It's hot. It is. I don't want to front on nobody today. It's hot. Jay, I can't buy it. I will not buy it today. No. I'm not buying it. I can't buy it, Jay. And listen, New York City, please, because I'm going to get back to the Target. Jay-Z is going to Yankee Stadium for 3 nights. We're going to talk about this today, and then we're going to push past it. Because after today, let's do no more Jay-Z slander. He's going to Yankee Stadium for 3 nights.
Sold out.
Sold out. This is rap music.
It's impressive.
This is rap music, Jay-Z. Going to Yankee Stadium for 3 nights. I think there's 50,000 a night.
Playboy Casanova, I got your comment on the screen. Sir, I worked at record labels for a decade, long before you ever heard of me. Before I ever got to radio, I've got close to 400 gold and platinum plaques. And some of them are for sale. Holler at me.
He might be touching 150,000 people in 3 days. Please, I don't want any. I get it. Yes, some people are uptight. 9 out of 10 things he does right. He's going. Listen to me. He's not a headliner. There's no Eminem. There's no what's the other one? Justin Timberlake. Ain't nothing. He's from the culture. Because you know how sometimes people get who aren't from the culture. They like to put their nose in and make suggestions on what hip hop should be. I'm dealing with that myself with a cornball that believes that somehow he's important to hip hop. I'm so confused, man. I gotta send him an email or something, or a postcard, something.
Guys, who's he talking about? The cornball? What did he say? I missed that part. Who's he talking about?
He's confused. But Jay-Z, listen to me. Turn that music off, New York. Please. I'm from the Bronx. And don't think you think I'm playing. There's going to be tears in a few people's eyes that day in the Bronx. Because he's going to go into Yankee Stadium for 3 nights. They're going to rub records. He's going to bring out guests. Hip-hop is going to be in full form in this city. I don't want us to lose track of that. Yes, the Colin Kaepernick thing, we don't like it. Now, Jay, with this Target thing, just say you want the money, bro. You picked the worst time to put some product in there. I mean, I don't know why you picked now. You knew what that was going to get. You knew that was going to give you. You knew what it is. But you know what? Everybody will leave you alone. Just say it's for the bread, man. Honestly, just say you don't care about the movement in that particular way. I mean, reform and all the other things you care about. You care about getting an artist bail and getting him on a lawyer and moving him forward, man. You've done your great things. I hear you. But getting in the way of that Colin Kaepernick, that's past music and past rap. You getting in the way of Target and people standing for that, that's past music and past rap. And then we learn, what's our guy's name? Charlamagne's name? Mr. Mayonnaise.
Knob deep.
Mr. Man, doom, 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 doom. Shook Ones, Knob Deep, new remix. All right.
Who's that on the screen there? Listen to me carefully. I would cut off my pinky before I sell a Debbie Gibson platinum. I think it's 2-time platinum plaque. Electric Youth. But I do have a Britney Spears plaque that I will sell to you. Just email me.
So, Mr. Mayonnaise, Charlamagne, right? Now we learn. I don't know how you didn't see Academics was going to get you.
Waiting.
I don't know. Academics is from the town. Sean, I know you got confused someplace. Jay-Z was finessing you. Academics and Joe Buttons tolerate you. Remember, I exposed you for the little girl and everything you said over your lawyer's paperwork over here. I understand. You wanted me to stop. You said, listen, New York, every time I say something about Charlamagne or Envy, they send lawyer paperwork over here. I know somebody else that's really doing paperwork, that's not from the culture, but we'll talk about him another time. He's like an ambulance chaser. Yeah, but, we'll talk about him.
I just got to jump in here for a second and help out my homie Funkmaster Flex. Technically, Academics was born and raised in Spanish Town, Jamaica. He's not from Jersey, but we let him rock.
Anyway, so New York, every time I say something about Charlamagne and Envy, they send paperwork. I'm going to get paperwork before the end of the week.
Catch a case.
Yes, catch a case. So, I'm going to go back to you for a minute, Charlamagne. You built your name off the street when you got to a certain place, and you've done great things. Your political movement, people try to know. Man, you stand where you stand, you give your opinion, you do your thing. You know, that's the problem with us. We don't like to give up people's accolades. The 200 million, congratulations to you, my brother. That's probably going to happen for so many other people because of the door that you opened. All right? You know, you got to a certain place, and I got to be honest. What's the thing? That other thing? I don't know. What's that thing he does with people and when they have a little situation?
Donkey?
No, I forgot what it was. It's mental health. You know, my brother, I question that with you now because maybe you took a hot topic and you hit it home. You probably use that excuse for, you know, in the home when you do shit wrong. No, I'm prior mental health. And I don't know what Whack 100's talking about that apartment you got in Fort Lee with the side girl. I don't know. I know nothing about that. All right?
Yeah, guys. Now, hold on a second. Did Whack 100 drop the receipts yet? I only caught a little bit of Whack and Adam 22 on No Jumper. Whack 100. If you ask me, that's the new Wendy Williams. Wow. I've never seen a nigga like that, you know? Go so hard with the gossip and the tea. Did Whack 100 drop some type of receipts yet that he claims he has? Keep me posted.
That's none of my business who you're boinking. Okay? So let's move forward.
Or getting.
Yes. So academics exposed that See the God is involved or was with the whole Rock Nation movement to open a casino.
Yep.
And he's listed as either I don't know if it's a partner, a person that could make money off it. And look at you, Charlamagne. You're so stupid. You're getting all this heat, and the casino didn't even open. It didn't even happen, right? But now, when you say people have selective rage on Jay-Z, my brother, you're on the payroll, or whatever you want to call it. You're getting a slice of the pie to say nice things about Jay-Z. That's it.
Agent.
Yeah. And New York City, I'm going to tell a story, a Rock Nation story. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti. And it's nothing wrong. Let me explain something to you, Charlamagne. Before you did that deal, all love to them, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Irv Gotti came to me about doing a deal with Rock Nation after I said something bad about Jay-Z.
Hold on a second. I want to respond. Hi, Mimi. I got your Cash App donation. Thank you, darling. It's just not worth it for me to play that Tigger, the new Tigger video that came out today. It's really graphic. His wife's preteen son is screaming, "Mr. Tigger, stop." If I play that video, I have to make some money off the donations. I'm just being very honest with you because it will be, I assure you, age restricted. Let me look in the live chat. Troll babies. After we finish up with Funkmaster Flex, I'll send you guys a video. It just came out today. Tigger's poor wife. He's wrestling with her over a phone. This is a new video, not the one in black and white that we saw on TMZ 2 weeks ago. Oh, and Reggie Rouse, program director and brand manager at B103. Sir, we need you to step down as well. You and Tigger have been friends for over 20 years. I know you got some health problems going on, but we need you to step down, sir. Guys, in case you don't know, Tigger's former co-host, Francesca, is now suing Tigger's wife. Oh, it's messy. And I got time today.
About the tunnel. And they kept waving $2 million, $1 million around. You can make a lot of money, Flex. We really want to do the tunnel project. I do believe them. But I said to Irv, if I take this $2 million, can I say something about Jay-Z whenever I have an issue? And Irv Gotti said, sure you can. I said, no, I can't. And stop it, Irv. They put $2 million in my bank account. I cannot do that. So, Charlamagne, don't consider yourself special. They offer deals to a lot of radio people. You're just the dummy that took it. You are the dummy that took a situation where all he wants, you think he liked you? You think he wants to be with your family? You think he doesn't think you're goofy? Of course he does. And he should. You are goofy. And you're from out of town. He finessed you. And he put all that mayonnaise in your mouth. Mr. Mayonnaise?
Knob deep.
He put what's the other thing? All that eggnog in your eyes. You didn't see it because you were gobbling him. And listen, Jay-Z you were like a girl to him that he met on the corner. And he was deciding, should he pound it? Should he not pound it? Do I got time? And he pounded you from the back. That's what he did. Pause. By the way, I mean, let's take a moment to say, Let's Rap About It podcast is the hottest podcast in the city. I just thought I'd say that. Shout out to Jim Jones, the marine biologist. It's the craziest skit I've ever seen in my life.
You with the professor.
Yeah, no, you with the professor. Jim didn't budge.
Shout to Mano.
Shout to Mano. Shout to Fabulous. Shout to Mano. Shout to Fab. And shout to
Davies.
Davies said something like, yo, that's crazy.
He said heavy.
Heavy. That heavy? Yo, that's heavy. Yo, he was thinking about a burger. He wasn't even in the conversation. I thought he was going to go, no, that's heavy. That's heavy. Y'all going to the restaurant or not? We getting something to eat or not? Oh, my God. Those guys are pure comedy. Back to pure comedy. Let's get back to the gobbler, gobbling Jay-Z. So, you didn't, you came with selective rage after Jay-Z does that deal. Once again, if anything, I know people think that what is it? The Target thing is a nail in a coffin for Jay-Z. No, it's not. You know what it is? He's from Brooklyn, and he's a hustler, and he's doing it for the money.
Respected you.
That's it. And that particular situation, he's done several situations that have nothing to do with money for a lot of people. That's the problem we have to do, because we can't lead the people down astray that only know Jay for the last 10 years. Right? We want to make sure that's all fair. Now, Charlamagne, on the other hand, you duped your audience. I'm not saying anything else, but you definitely duped your audience into believing that Jay-Z wasn't doing it for the money when you had a stake in it, which is Roach. Mm-hmm. You can be bought. You was bought. And you kind of wasn't, because the casino wasn't open. So you just getting a dagger for the heck of it. And I'm going to be honest about you and DJ Envy. And I'm going to be honest, my brothers. Turn that down. I know I go at y'all and we do things. I'm going to be honest. You guys should be a little ashamed of yourselves. And that's real talk. Meaning, I'm not saying, like just how I'm describing Jay, you could describe him like that. All the things you love, but you know that the Colin Kaepernick situation at LFL, you know that what the NFL wasn't right. You know the Target thing was at the worst time. And Envy, man, I hope I can say something today, and I know you, and I know. Listen, I know you and your whole family's mad because I answer you guys, or I say something about y'all, because I don't know why y'all think you can talk and nobody can talk about y'all. Y'all are mistaken. But anyway, Envy, you walking around the town with your chip on your shoulder. I ain't saying you did something wrong, my brother. And I know we ain't never really talked about this. I ain't saying you did nothing wrong, but you knew. I'm going to tell you something, Envy, and you really need to notice. You let a dude, not even from your culture, turn you against your people and rob them. That's, and I hate to put it like that, Envy, but that's what happened. You let somebody that ain't even from your thing make you rob your people.
Okay, he's talking about Cesar Pina, yes? Cesar Pina, who is going to turn state's evidence on DJ Envy. Pay attention.
Old, young, or whatever, on a real estate scam. And you're walking around quiet. Listen, I hope you beat the case, my brother. I don't see nobody in jail. But you shouldn't feel good about that, my man. You shouldn't. You should not. And Charlamagne, you shouldn't feel good about whatever Jay's doing. You know what's so funny? Jay-Z doesn't ask anybody to be on his gremlin. Jay doesn't care. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying he's not out here recruiting people. You people go to him. He's not recruiting camp. You guys, and you're from North Carolina or South Carolina. Goober.
Please pay attention to the screen. You know, I can't take all the credit by myself. I was on the horn with the feds, heavy. I did have some help too. Salute to a couple of people. You know who I'm talking about. Tony the Closer, that's my guy. Salute to Tony as well.
First gobbler, you're from South Carolina, and you was gobbling Jay. That's what you were doing. Now keep it a buck. I see Angie. Angie ain't buying in all of that. I mean, I ain't buying a lot of people. Ebro bought into that a little bit. Ebro, you know I love you, man. I watched you up here, my brother. You felt special when Jay-Z used to call. You know what Ebro used to say to me sometimes? Yeah, you know, Jay-Z called me. I used to just look at him. But I will say with Ebro, Ebro's a musical fan of his first. Mm-hmm. He is a musical fan. And if I know Ebro, I know when he went home a couple times, he said, damn, Jay shouldn't have done that. I know you said that. I know you said that. You can't, because you have morals. So a lot of people, man, you know, hugged him, man. Hugged a man that didn't even want the attention. Now, I saw your open letter, I understood your vibe, and I hope I said some of the things that you were trying to get across that we would like. Listen, forget making Jay-Z the person that needs to talk. You know, maybe this is where I disagree with you on. Forget the people that were trying to make Jay-Z do what he needs to do for the youth. I don't think he signed up for that. And we should stop making it that. Here's what happened with Jay. He poked his head out, tried to stand up for a few things in the beginning. He took a few checks. And then what he stood for in the beginning, he could no longer kind of like, oh, I stand for something. They were like, no, you took the bag. So I think Jay-Z is retired from the, hey, I'm out here to help the people. I think he is officially retired from that. He's grabbing all bags. And listen, if there's a company and they're having a trouble with black people, Jay-Z's taking the bag. We know what it is now. Mm-hmm. So let's put him out of the category of over-helping people.
He's past kneeling.
That's not his thing. And so that's it. Like, it's not like we don't have to, the crucifixion doesn't have to continue. He don't want to do it. And I know there was some shadiness he did with the Barclays. Whatever. The Barclays situation, Colin Kaepernick NFL situation, and Target, the ones with the hot vinyl. Damn, now the vinyl's so hot, man. All right. So Target, NFL, and Barclays shows you that that's not where Jay-Z's at. Who I blame is the air personalities and bloggers that didn't call him out on it. So he continued. But what are we calling out? Where is he from? He's from Brooklyn. He's a hustler. This is how he put the whole thing together, bro. We can't be mad at the player at the end on how he's playing it, man. He's 50 plus. He's playing it different now. That's it. Get off his snarsages. Get off of it. That's it. Charlamagne, get off his snarsage, man.
Yo, I gotta take a break here. There's like a lot of sus, mentions here from the homie Funkmaster Flex. Someone just emailed me. The Jay-Z Platinum Plaque Reasonable Doubt is going for 5 bands. I'll give it to you today for $4,500. If you're serious, email me. $4,500. It's usually going for 5 bands. RIAA certified.
It's over. No one's ever taken you serious again about your opinion of what a good guy Jay-Z is. You got a stake in something. That's it. That's it, man. Envy. No one's ever going to buy a house from you. Matter of fact, I don't want to buy a used car from you right now. You need to give some of this money back. I'm going to tell people's personal business for a minute because it's out there. And Jay-Z obviously had an issue in the past about, I guess, bootleg records and Charlie Baltimore. Let's keep it a buck. Now, Jay, I don't think you should have been touching Charlie Baltimore because that was Notorious B.I.G.'s, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z and Un get into a situation over Charlie Baltimore. Yo, Charlie Baltimore, what you got shooting out of that? Because that's... Yo, let me tell you something. New York...
Flex is hitting below the belt right now. Salute to Charlie Baltimore. I used to tear into her back in the days. I never met her. But she's older now. She's got a podcast coming out, right, guys? I think I saw a snippet of her on was it Art of Dialogue? And she looks great. Her skin looks good. And I think is the podcast about healthy eating or fitness or something. And she's kind of heartbroken that Dame Dash, who she always looked up to as a boss and a CEO, that he's now gossiping. And I didn't see her kicking in Dame's back. Yes, no, I didn't watch the whole thing. She's kind of heartbroken that Dame is now either trolling or just doing what it is that he's doing, because Dame spoke about Jay and Charlie Baltimore as Flex is doing right now.
Jay-Z and Un are two respectable men that play poker well. Them two boys right there, they emotionless. Charlie Baltimore, what you got pushing out of there? Like, gasoline premium?
Pushing P.
I mean, yo, wow. I mean, I understood. That was a big Zally. I understood that. That was a little off for Jay-Z. I didn't think it was. Yo, Un, man, that was a good look, bro. I don't know if we ever talked about that. That was a nice score, bro. Un wasn't even rapping.
No.
Yo, Un wasn't even rapping in any videos.
He was a mogul, though.
I don't want to blow you up. I know a couple other things you knocked down, but I'm gonna shut up. That's a cool cat. Anyway, I hope that letter's coming from a good place, because we do have a bootleg situation that you and Jay was arguing about. Charlie Baltimore was definitely part of it, a couple things. But in it, I saw it. But man, I know you're an unsung hero. And what you did for Cam and Little Kim, will probably never, ever be in the history book the way it should.
Okay, guys, let me look into the live chat. Members only. Is there anything else to play on this audio with Funkmaster Flex? I think he's already went in on Jay-Z and Charlamagne. I don't want to hear this whole thing about Lance and Rivera. Is there anything else that we should play, or should we shift gears? I want to play some news videos, because Tigger has been fired from V103 in Atlanta. They're allowing him to save face and say that he stepped down. No, he's been fired. And for those who understand the legal things that go on with, the contracts, whether it's radio, television, or sports, in my opinion, he was fired for cause. C-A-U-S-E. Being fired for cause means your employment was terminated due to a specific documented reason tied to your behavior, conduct, or performance. Unlike a layoff, this action is a direct result of the employee's actions, such as workplace misconduct or severe policy violations. And I want to get to some of the other things with regards to for cause termination, whether it's gross misconduct, something along the lines of what he's dealing with now, the impact for cause dismissal. Let me look in the live chat. Are we done? Anything else with this audio? I'm not going to clown Tigger for being fired. I've been fired before, but it's really messy. And in case you don't know, his wife, Alicia, is being sued by Francesca, his former co-host. Anything else? Get that comment off the screen there. Hi, Valerie. I got your Cash App. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to talk about, Andrew Gillum, former Florida governor. You guys know who that is? Was he, or is he still doing a podcast with Angela Rye. Andrew Gillum was recently arrested in Alabama. Drugs, allegedly with drugs, and another white male prostitute. I'm asking. I don't know. Yes, no, maybe. Let me get this off the screen here. I think we're going to move on. Okay. I think we're good now. Let me get back to my show notes. Remove that. Okay, phone lines are open if anybody wants to talk about what we just heard. Funkmaster Flex, Tat Wizard from Hot 97, going in on Jay-Z and Charlamagne. I don't know the full depths of, again, this whole thing with academics exposing Charlamagne. I will say this, though. If that is found to be true, that could be a conflict of interest. That could be along the lines of payola. I can't say for certain. Any accusations of payola? Okay, stoned in a glass house. I will respond right after the show, and I'll send you pictures of the plaque, the Jay-Z Platinum Plaque, Reasonable Doubt. So I don't want to do a deep dive just yet. I'm not trying to, get Charlamagne out of here, but if he has been accepting money, for any type of gift or services, and you don't go through the sales department, that could be considered payola, okay? Let me see if this person wants to discuss what we just heard. I think I know who this is. Area code 510. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Is that who I think it is? Sir Shy.
Yes, sir. Sure, Shy, Oakland, California. What's going on?
Good to hear from you, man. What time is it out there where you are right now?
I'm 3 hours behind, so it's 9:12 a.m.
Okay. Good morning to you. Where do you want to start, Sir Shy?
Quickly on the Big Tigger thing. Man, this Me Too stuff is getting on my nerves. I mean, we just came off the Stephon Diggs, Johnny Depp. I mean, it's just like with all the evidence. I mean, Larry Bird, he owns the San Francisco Giants. Him and Big Tigger had the exact same thing. Don't touch my phone. I'm going to get my phone from you. That's not domestic violence. It's not abusive. I'm getting back my property. And nothing happened to him. He got a slap on the wrist from Major League Baseball. Larry Bird, owner of the San Francisco Giants. Right. So I don't see nothing wrong with the whole Big Tigger thing. Unfortunately, her and her son lined him up, and he's going to have to hold that one.
I have to jump in, Sir Shy. You have no proof that her son lined up Big Tigger. Let's not do that. That's a young man.
All right.
A minor.
Yes, sir.
We don't know that, okay? If you don't like her, I get it. I get it. And I'm not taking her side, but let me just respond to what you're saying. You're a knowledgeable man, and you have a great career. Even if he was lined up, should a man in his 50s be arguing with his wife over a phone? Come on, man. He's in his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you.
Probably not. I think he has to be wiser about it. But, when you get into that heat of rage and stuff, I mean, I get it. I just get it. But, Tigger, you were warned. This is the same chick that kidnapped her.
Sir Shy, stay with me. Stay with me. We don't know about kidnapping. Please, let's not do that.
All right.
I'm not trying to catch any type of legal defamation. I know nothing about her kidnapping, nor do you.
You're right. You're right.
You're not married, right? You're not married.
Oh, no. Just
nor am I. So let's look at married men for what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hang out with any married men.
You neither.
I have a couple of friends, more so associates. You know why? Because they lie to their wives. Don't use me to go hang out and then you lied to your wife. Your wife did. And if you are a believer in the theory of God, you took a vow to be truthful to her. This goddamn phone, man. I mean, if you're married and you're hiding from your wife and you got to put it on vibrate, I think you're a hoe ass nigga. Am I wrong? Your wife?
No, I had to cover for a couple of my friends. Like, hey man, I want to go to the Raider game, so tell my wife, because I have a union job. We all work together, and so tell my wife I was actually over here. So I had to look the other way and then see her later at work and smile. It's bad. So I just kind of leave a lot of married cats alone when it comes to like hanging out and stuff because I can't keep lying. Yeah, all right, that's about it with the big Tigger. And then when it comes to Funk Flex, he's not lying. I do think listening to some of the interviews from Dame Dash, Lance Rivera, and Flex, there's truth in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlamagne, he probably got his hand caught in the cookie jar. We'll see if there's any consequences, but
it's entertaining as hell. I will say
entertaining,
that, because I know most of those guys, and to see them at this stage of their lives, talking, but not necessarily trying to, I'm gonna see you in the streets. That I'm not going to entertain, nor am I going to promote. But the talking aspect of things, it's entertaining. Let me just say that. But good. Right. I want you to have the last word. I appreciate your calling, please.
Last word. I like Charlie Baltimore's podcast. It's like a workout podcast, and it's kind of a good idea. She's going to have wrestlers and boxers, and
nice.
And they give you like workout tips, and in the alternate universe.
Can you send me a link? I have not seen it. Send me a link. All right.
All right. Cool.
Yes,
well,
sir.
And that's all I got. And have a good one. Peace.
Thank you, Sir Shah. Guys, hold on a second, because you see, the video, I can play it, but more than likely I'm going to get some type of notification after the show, and then I'm going to edit it out, appeal, because she's screaming in the video. Let me check the Cash App. If you're hitting the Cash App, goddammit, we will play the video. Skylar, good to see you, sir. Please visit my sponsor, Skylar Saunders. I have to make money. I can't just play it and then I lose goddamn revenue. Oh, I think that's the homie tapping in. Salute. Okay, give me a second, guys. Okay. Somebody says, why are we looking to what? To a drug dealer to make moral high ground and save or elevate the people. Thank you for your comment. You're a member. I hear you. But, some of the wealthiest Caucasian families in America, you do know they were bootleggers, right? They were selling drugs. The Kennedy family, if you want to talk about moral prestige and other things, and damn near some type of, false, monastery, if you will, in America. But thank you for your donation. Al, let me see. Al, hold on a second. Let me play one of these big Tigger videos. Stay right there, Al. Hold on. Okay, I've been talking about this. Here's a video that I can play with regards to Tigger. The new video that came out today with him and his wife on the floor and her son screaming. It's very, very intense. But let me play this one right now. Here we go.
New at noon, Family Matters now pushing Atlanta radio personality Big Tigger away from the mic.
The V103 radio host, whose real name is Darian Morgan, announced on social media he's stepping away from the show to focus on his family. This comes after Morgan was arrested last month on charges of aggravated battery and cruelty to children, following what police describe as a fight with his wife, Alicia Brown. Brown is now facing a defamation lawsuit filed by Morgan's new co-host, Francesca Amaker.
Start right there.
In August 20.
There's another video here. Let me see if this is got more context. Hold on. We're talking about Big Tigger. And I do want to talk to you guys about, again, termination for cause and why the legal situation is going to have more fallout. I'm not a lawyer, but I have experience with a lot of this stuff. Let's play this video right here. This is another one from 11 Alive. Okay. Francesca is suing.
Tonight, the legal fallout surrounding V103 host Big Tigger is growing.
Big Tigger's real name, Darian Morgan, and he's already facing charges tonight after a domestic dispute with his wife, Alicia Brown. Well, now Morgan's co-host, Francesca Amaker, is suing Alicia Brown in federal court for defamation. Amaker claims that Brown knowingly made false social media posts implying that Amaker was having an affair with Morgan, leading to the couple's conflict. Amaker denies those claims, saying that she and Morgan are strictly professional colleagues.
Stop right there. So there's Francesca. I know nothing about her. I would imagine she's still at the station, B103. Guys, anybody in the live chat, who stepped in for Tigger? Did they bring Frank Ski back for until they figure things out? So this is Tigger's former co-host that his wife was accusing him of having some type of improper, or pardon me, insinuating some type of improper relationship. So his wife is now, pardon me, she's now suing Tigger's wife. This is really, really nasty. Let me tell you why. Let me get the. Let me finish up with this part.
Well, tonight we are working to learn more about when a court date will be set. But Alicia Brown's legal team released a statement saying, in part, out of respect for the legal process, she will not comment on specific allegations or discuss the details of the case at this time, as there are multiple pending matters. Alicia and her husband shared aid and communicated everything. What we can say is that the receipts, including text messages, evidence, and the legal process will speak for themselves. We remain confident that the facts will come to light through the appropriate legal channels.
So that's Tigger's wife's legal team already making reference to text messages. To be silly. Do you think Tigger had some type of porn in his phone that he didn't want his wife to see? You look in the live chat. He's down there in the ATL, you know. Niggas is real sus down there. Might Tigger have been getting DMs from, you know, niggas with wigs, niggas in lace fronts? I have no proof if he moves like that, but, you know, was he hiding these things from his wife? Again, I'm not taking her side, but no man in his 50s should be arguing over a goddamn phone with your wife. Anybody in that live chat move how your fathers or grandfathers used to move? My father, if he were watching the ball game and the phone rang, he would say, well, who is it now? What do they want? I've become the same way. My phone barely rings. I don't put it on vibrate. I just had to say that. You think he was hiding some type of tranny porn or something? Or maybe was he going to Francesca's IG page, taking snapshots of her feet? Is he one of those foot fetish niggas? And his wife wanted to see what he was doing. Is that Al from Little Haiti, area code 786? Al.
What they do, Star, what they do. Top of the morning,
yes,
top
sir.
of the afternoon, depending on where you at. Good afternoon and good morning, troll babies.
How are you, man?
I wanted to touch on the Tigger topic real quick.
Please.
I think Tigger violated his marital oath because everything that they have in that home is considered marital property.
Come on.
From my understanding.
Come on.
So she has as much right to his phone as he does, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, a while ago in the past, Corinne Steffens made some claims, some damaging claims about Tigger. Said that she walked in on him with his, in the bed with his rectum exposed or something like that. So you could have a point with something in that phone that Tigger don't want his significant other to have access to, because we've seen 2 videos where he's arguing and trying to get that phone out of her possession. So that could be damaging, from his point of view to defend himself, because under no circumstance was he
supposed to be put in that position. He should have just been honest and open with his life.
Can I jump in, Al?
Yes, go ahead.
Are you married?
Oh, not in the technical sense,
Okay.
but I do consider myself married with my lady.
Okay.
But the way.
Well, hold on a second. The reason why I asked that is because it's very easy for someone who's not married to say, well, she should still give him his stuff. It doesn't work like that when you live with somebody. The slightest infraction and whatever happens, she falls down, she bumps her head into a goddamn door. If she calls the police, and Jake, we used to call the police Jake back in the day. Jake comes to the house or the apartment and she's bleeding, you're going to jail. You go in jail. I sat in the bullpen for 3 days one time off of a bullshit misdemeanor. You go to jail. And again, I just want to say with regards to people who are married, there are certain expectations that you have to understand. If you are married and that's your wife, stop trying to act like you moving like a single nigga. I just had to say all that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And the reason why I say it, not in the technical sense, because I do move and operate like I'm married, but I don't have properties or assets under my name.
Okay.
It's technically under the business for protection purposes because I was married under the technical sense previously and was compromised by that marriage. So moving forward, I learned to protect myself and my assets. But I wanted to touch base real quick on that Jay-Z topic. I honestly feel that Jay-Z is a warlord, and the reason being is that he finds a way to manipulate and put people under this spell. During let me get my information correctly. During the 2019 season of the NFL, Jermaine Dupri was supposed to be the primary spokesperson behind the whole NFL campaign, but Jay-Z maneuvered it to the point where he pushed Jermaine Dupri out of the way and signed his Rock Nation deal. And I think it was a 5-year deal for like $25 million. And then they renegotiated, but that was undisclosed. But the damaging part is that Jay-Z manipulated not only Kaepernick, the African-American community, and as well the hip-hop community itself, because the hip-hop community is from my stance, is larger than just the African-American community because it has a wide range of reach with, the demographic, past age, creed, color, whatever the case may be. But Jay-Z himself is an ultimate Brooklyn dude to finesse and to get over on not only his partners, but to get the best deal possible. And it's damaging because the Kaepernick situation was a personal situation for me, being that Kaepernick is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, which is a fraternity that I'm a part of. And we took a stand with Kaepernick. We boycotted the NFL. And for Jay-Z to say, oh, it's not that serious, we're past kneeling. We could never be past kneeling because of the social protest that was being displayed for that. Now, when I mean that Jay-Z found a way to manipulate the system, and I got to respect it because he did the same thing with...
Yeah, Al, if I could jump in for a second, I more so want to focus on what Funkmaster Flex said and why he's saying that before we go all the way back into Kaepernick and Jay-Z. I think we all know, we all have an understanding of what happened. And even if Jay-Z is a warlock, as you just said, how many Caucasians, not that I want to, compare Jay-Z to another culture, but how many other Caucasians do we already know are skull and bones, Illuminati, and all this other stuff, but yet and still they are praised. They are looked upon as being highly intelligent. I mean, okay, so Jay-Z has ran plays. He's a jukes master. Isn't the name of the game, Killer Be Killed? Isn't that the name of the game? Killer Be Killed?
It is. And a lot of times, being from the South, we're looked at as slow individual. And when city slickers come along, they feel like they can maneuver and, basically hustle us out of position.
Okay.
But the thing that's concerning to me is that how all these Southern gentlemen have been played by Jay-Z, whether it's Charlamagne, whether it's Jermaine Dupri, and it's concerning that nobody other than people from up north has called Jay-Z out on his BS, and I think that's the concerning part, because we'll say a lot of damaging things about Dame, but Dame is the only one that's holding Jay-Z to the fire, Enjoying the show topic, enjoying that video was damaging though with Big Ticket. That was a damaging video. Even if they line Tigger up,
ow,
not just
ow. I may have to play it. Listen, I'm a capitalist. If I make a couple of $100 in Cash App today, I'm gonna take the chance and play it. But
that video is damaging because he wasn't really. I can't even speak on it because it can be interpreted any type of way. Because when she got in that fetal position on the floor and was screaming, and her son started screaming, it was over.
Mr. Tigger, stop now. Mr. Tigger.
He got lined. And on one last note, Big Tigger gave that lady the ultimate title that you can give any woman, and that's the title of a wife. And he got played.
Bingo.
I'm going to leave on that note.
Salute.
Appreciate the show topic, Star.
Yes, sir. Hang on a second. One of my members, was it Kayla? I think it was Kayla. Kayla said he did nothing wrong. Kayla, I'm looking for your comment. I appreciate you. And whether you think Tigger did something wrong, I can't find Kayla's comment. Anyway, Kayla said Tigger did nothing wrong. Well, O.J. Simpson thought he did nothing wrong too. And he sat his dumb ass down. Star got arrested one time. I'm not going to keep going back into it. I slapped something out of somebody's hand. I didn't grab the person, push the person. I just slapped something out of their hand. And I caught a robbery charge. When someone has something of yours, sometimes you have to just let it go. Okay, Kayla, I can't find your comment. Sorry, but I do appreciate your you being a member. Again, I'm not taking her side, but the son is filming, screaming. She's on the floor. Nigga, F that phone. I bet you he doesn't think it was worth it now. Hold on a second. Who's texting me? Hey, Deeds. Okay, she's telling me about Lance on Rivera. Thank you. Shucking and Jiving TV, I got you coming on the screen. Diddy will be released August the 7th. Is that confirmed? Is that by way of Trump, or is that just his new date? Is that confirmed? Hey, Kayla. Okay, there's one of her other. She says, I love me a morning edition. All right. Thank you for your comment. Yeah, it's are you married, Kayla? Well, I say this with all due respect. When people are married, and especially if you are living in a common law state and you have a common law wife, oh my goodness. You better do everything in your power to what did they say? De-escalate a situation. Hold on a second. What are the common law? What are the states that recognize common law marriages? This is important. Hang on, guys. Okay. 8 states and Washington, D.C. fully recognize new common law marriages. Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Texas. Damn a phone. Put a one in the live chat if you're the type of man who you don't care if your wife or girl checks a text message. I'm one of them people. If I get a notification and I'm out on a date or something, I'll look at the girl and say, hey, can you check that phone, please? I'm not going to jail over fighting over no goddamn phone. I just had to say that. Hold on, let me get to some of these donations here. Is it Marx or Marquez? And pushing and shoving means we're having good sex. Okay. Yeah, if she doesn't call the police. Salute to girls who can take an uppercut, a wheel kick, and a Tyson blow and not call the police. But Tigger's wife called police. Thank you for your donation. Okay, Marquez says, my wife ain't going through my phone. Okay, well, maybe you have that understanding, sir. Tigger may have had some type of, and I have no proof, no knowledge, he may have had some tranny porn in there. Let me look in the live chat. I know nothing about his sex life, but, you know, a lot of those guys down there in the ATL, man, and he's moving, shaking, and popping. He's up in the clubs. And guys, says Tigger, let me leave it alone. Pardon me, I'm talking crazy. Okay, I will get to that video shortly. Okay, Justin, I got your email. I'll respond after the show, okay? Okay, hey, peace, the Most High. How are you, sir? I got your donation. Bill, I got your cash up. Thank you. Big Rose, I got your donation. Thank you. He says, I knew Hove was foul when he did the Barclays move. Okay, Big Rose, you're not as old as me, but you have to respect the jokes, my nigga. Come on, you from up north, man. You down in the South now. You rocking Gucci slides, walking on marble floors, and you're hating. As you should be. Okay, here's a sad video that we need to play. Sad video. Sit tight. Condolences to the family first and foremost, but I want to try and help some of you, especially if you live in suburban areas around white people. Hold on a second here. Let's get down to business. This came out 18 hours ago. You may or may not know this story.
Authorities in Mississippi have located a body they believe likely belongs to a teen missing since the 4th of July. 18-year-old Nolan Wells was last seen on Horn Island Saturday. The barrier island is a popular vacation spot. The local sheriff's office says Wells was there with friends for the holiday when he was reported missing. ABC's Alex Perez is following this case for us. And Alex, great to see you. What's the latest with this?
Yeah, Stephanie, officials unfortunately say it appears we're dealing with a tragic ending in this case after beloved 18-year-old Nolan Wells disappeared July 4th after going on a boating trip with friends. Now, sadly, officials say a body matching the description of the 18-year-old was recovered about 8:45 this morning just off the shore of Horn Island, a popular holiday destination about 10 miles off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Now, the teen and friends reportedly took a boat trip to the Barrier Island for the 4th of July holiday. He was last seen on Saturday at about 3 p.m. After he vanished, his family and friends making an emotional plea for help, flooding social media with pictures of the outing showing Wells and a group of friends on a boat. The 18-year-old seen holding what appears to be a hard or alcohol seltzer in his hand. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department, the Cajun Navy, and many volunteers spending much of the weekend searching for Wells. It remains unclear what exactly happened to him. Authorities say they are still working to figure out what exactly went wrong here as his community now grieves. Stephanie?
This is so tragic. Our hearts are with his family. Alex, thank you very much.
I don't want to speculate, but I want to try to, if I can, speak to some of you younger people right now. Right now. And I want to tell you about myself again. I grew up in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. You know how old I am. Knowing at a young age that my white friends wanted to kill me literally, was the most beautiful, eye-opening experience I had at an early age. It gave me perspective. It helped me build character. It made me have an understanding of parameters. When you grow up in the suburbs, or if you visit the suburbs, or if you transplant to the suburbs, there's different humor within the cultures. Yes, no, in the live chat? Me and my friends, who were white, we used to joke about it, Walking home, sometimes a car would swerve to try and hit you. You have to run up on somebody's lawn. Whoa! The next day in school, hey, Terrain, we almost got you last night. Oh! They're laughing. I'm laughing. I'm not going to incriminate myself, but hey, there was times when I used to say, hey, you should put your dog in the house tonight because I got a brand new air pellet gun. I don't want your dog to get in the way. It's very sad what happened to that young black man. Has anyone been arrested? I don't know. Did they spike his drink? Could he swim? Let me look at the phone lines. Anybody want to add context to this? Oh, here's a nice comment. I may address that later. Was he under the sad delusion of inclusion? See, growing up around predominantly white kids like I did, many of you, we were not confused. We were not trying to fit in. Our parents, especially my father, made it clear to me that there were certain boundaries and or parameters. Yes, no, let me look in the live chat. Did this young man have the delusion of inclusion? Did he trust another culture with his life? Did they line him up? Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you understanding what I'm saying? It's a fun game that kids play. You're different. We're going to go into the woods. And, we're not going to tell you that if you walk on or if you go in this direction and you step on those leaves, if you fall into the hole, that there's going to be spikes sticking up. But if you happen to fall into that hole, we're going to run and leave you there. Yes, no? Am I sounding crazy? Yeah. Probably lined him up. I have no proof, but I hope he did not have the delusion of inclusion. So I just want to say that with regards to some of you younger people. You have to have an understanding of other cultures, the humor, the jokes, the gags, If you're black and you're hanging around white kids and you're all drinking and doing stupid stuff, oh, you better not fall asleep around those white boys. Let me look in the live chat. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You fall asleep around white boys, they will put shit on a sock, put it on you, dangle it on your head, and then put it on your head, and then you go to, you're thinking you wipe it up, and you smear this shit all over yourself. You go to the bathroom, they're going to put some urine in your goddamn beer. Hold on a second. Thank you for your comment on the screen. Okay, you're in your 50s, originally from BK. Not only does my phone not ring, but I need wifey to get in my phone because I be forgetting my passwords to everything on my phone. Salute to you, sir. I'm the same way. I tell my girlfriend, can you go check those goddamn IG DMs? If anybody talking about no money, delete them. And if it's an old bitch from the past, block her. Okay. There's nothing else I can say about that video. It's very sad about the body found during the search in Mississippi. I wish the family the best, but for the rest of you, you better be real careful hanging out with other cultures. All right. All right. Hey, Cherie, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Yes, Cherie, I'm not trolling. I do plan to go down to North Myrtle Beach, July the 23rd, Young Miami in concert. Anybody else? North Myrtle Beach, Young Miami, House of Blues. I don't care if I get in or not, but I'm going to be there filming. So, okay, hold on a second. Here we go. Another video. This is another tragedy. I don't mean to bring down the goddamn mood, but who sent me this link here? This came out a couple days ago. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me read that comment. Literally just had a convo with my two sons 2 days ago about being the only black with his white friends, especially in secluded areas. That's a whole fact. And if your child or your daughter, is black or of some other ethnic makeup, you got to be careful walking with white kids in the woods. They have a thing where well, in my experience, where, they want to try out satanic rituals and things like that. But thank you for your comment, okay?
Yeah, that video is, man, that's playful. He ain't stepping on her nothing. But one thing about it is she played him for the okie doke. Once he seen that dude was recording, he should have known that was the okie doke. She crying and hollering like he's UFC ground and pounding her, which he isn't. It's just kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? He picked the wrong one, and he's paying for it, like a lot of us dudes have done or are doing. You know what I mean?
Have you had the beautiful steel bracelets on your wrist, sir, over something silly like this?
No, I
have. I have.
I've seen the play.
Okay.
I've seen the play. You know what I'm saying? And 25 years of marriage, now recently divorced. And another topic that you talk about.
Well, hang on, sir. Let's go back to Big Tigger. I got time.
Okay.
I got time.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah. I got time.
So you found your lane. You and your now former wife. You knew what lines not to cross. How many years were you guys together before you got married?
Not enough. About one.
Okay. Okay. And you were married for how long? How long were you married? I mean, not that I'm a counselor.
A quarter of a century.
Whew.
25. I gave her a quarter. Yep.
Okay. Continue on. Tell us about this type of situation, even though you say you've never been through this. What do you think about arguing over a phone? That's what he's saying. Give me my phone. Give me my phone. You don't find that to be goofy behavior for a man in his 50s?
I mean, it's goofy for her to take, be grabbing it and doing that. So, I mean, even, he being in, I don't know where they live, probably Atlanta. He could probably have some, possibly some creepy situations going on. But, she obviously knows his code. So, she got too much information if he was cheating or creeping, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a crazy situation, which my situation, my ex didn't allow me to be on the phone playing. So if anything happened wrong with my phone, I had to go through her, what was that?
Whoa, stop. Go back. What'd you say? I missed that. Your phone plan, your wife, what?
Our phone plan, her name was on it. So if something went wrong with my phone, I'd have to call her to get permission to get access to the phone, which I said, okay. I can't trust you, because you hiding your phone records, but you got access to mine. So, all types of little clues was going on. And one time we was at Verizon, I said, yo.
Sir, stop right there. So how many years did your wife handle the phone plans? Keep it real.
She handled it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I put too much responsibility on, you know what I mean? I gave her too much, which I heard you speak about. We gave him,
No, it's not we, sir. I've never been married. You and I are not.
No.
You and I are not the same.
You spoke about that.
Well,
you spoke about we as men, we let them book the flights and do all this stuff.
No, sir, I don't. Hold on, sir. No. Sir, I can't let you push a false narrative. My mother taught me when I was 6 years old, took me in the basement and said, this is how you wash your clothes. This is how you separate the colors from the whites. Now, don't ask me again. I got to go study for a goddamn college exam. I've always paid my own bills, deal with the credit agencies myself. You, with all due respect, sir, you just gave it up. At the gate, you let her do everything respectfully, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're not the same. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I heard you speak about that situation. I've heard you, I'm a full listener, and I've heard you touch on this topic. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying.
Well, I feel for you, but I don't know that world like that. But let's. You want to shift gears to something else?
Yeah. And as far as the situation for the young brother who got deceased, and like I said, I'm from a small town, bro. So ain't nothing but Europeans, anti-hip hop, no radio stations, all country, rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
So my son grew up the same situation. He the only token. Just, you know what I mean? And I tried to warn him about situations like that. But like I said, it's crazy. So
how old is he now, your son? How old is he?
26.
Oh, okay.
And
he made it. He made it.
He took his mom's side after the divorce. He just pretty much disowned me. So you know what I mean? Just like wow stuff. So
oh my God.
I said, stay over there then. Stay over there.
So I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your honesty. Salute.
Right. Hey, salute.
Yes, sir. Damn. He let her do everything. Pay the bills, do the shopping, tell him what he's gonna wear. Sound like he raised his son in a very nice area. And then the son flips on you. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Area code 213. Are you there? 213.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm alive, sir. Niggas are dying. Niggas are losing everything in divorces. Niggas are arguing with their wives over phones. Here I am. Here I am. Come on.
You still kicking.
Still kicking.
Before I start, hey, sir, I wanted to say thank you because I don't know if you remember, but it was a year ago. I did some promo with you.
Okay.
And now my page, and now I got 30,000 subs in here. So
nice.
Just wanted to say thank you. But Big Tigger, man, this is crazy. Tigger, Mr. Tigger. This sounds like the biggest setup we have ever seen before. Like this is crazy. Like the sun.
It could be. Listen, I have no proof, but the phone quality on the video, it's right there. I mean, if I make $200, I'm gonna play the goddamn video. It'll be worth it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I just got done watching. This is sick, man. Hey, this is the thing though. Like this is what happens when you lie to your woman and you're not upfront.
Come on,
with your woman about your intentions as a man.
Yeah.
This is exactly what's gonna happen every single time because he gave her a permission slip to disrespect me. Mm-hmm. The one, if she's gonna take your phone, let her find what she wants to look for.
Yeah.
And handle it like a man. It had to be some, maybe with some boy butt stuff in there. Maybe that's what
we don't know. We have no proof. We don't have
proof, but we have allegations. Wow. And obviously, this is all alleged. I'm not going to put anything.
They don't even give her no props. Superhead. She never produced no receipts. So let's, but what we have is a situation now. Are you married yourself?
Not married, no.
Okay.
But in a relationship, a long-term relationship.
Okay.
And this is something, in the beginning, you give her like, hey, I'm only with you. I only want you. But we already know, if you got a certain characteristics about yourself and, women might see you different. There might be women that want to interfere with what you got going on. So You got to be honest from the jump about what your intentions are. If you want just one woman for the rest of your life, if you don't, you let that woman know so she can make her own decision to stay or leave.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 33.
Okay.
It's something that I didn't know as a younger guy.
Let me say something.
Older.
Not that you have to agree with me, but real men don't cheat. Don't ever let no female tell you all men cheat. If a female comes out of her mouth and says that, don't give her the time of day. She has an issue or a problem with how she was raised. Maybe her father wasn't nothing. Maybe she didn't have a father. Maybe she hates her father. Maybe her son ain't about nothing. Or the sperm donor who helped her, produce that seed, he ain't about nothing. But when a woman says all men cheat, dead her. She ain't worth nothing. I just want to be clear on that. Real men don't have to cheat. A man gets a woman straight off the rip. Here's where I'm not willing to go. And if you come out your mouth a certain way, I'm finished with you. Okay? I had to say that. Go ahead.
Yep. You can't be afraid to walk away. Big Tiggers understand this is the opportunity to walk away. It's going to be more trouble than what it's worth. You got to cut the check. You got to cut the check. Whatever you got to do to have your sanity. And because she's destroying his life with this. This is going to destroy aspects of his life, potentially, in my opinion.
Do you think that his former co-host Francesca and his wife lined him up together?
Oh, damn. It could be possible. I know his wife definitely. I don't know about Francesca, but his wife definitely is lining him up right now because he wasn't doing anything, that would warrant him getting arrested and going to jail. I mean, he's just trying to get his phone back. That's technically theft of property, but when you have multiple witnesses corroborating the same story, the police are inclined to.
We'll find out.
The corroborating witnesses.
We'll find out. Yeah. I got to take other calls, sir. Salute.
Hey, salute, Star. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hold on a second. There he is, Florida Boy J, tapping in Tuesday afternoon.
Star.
Hey.
Let's hear the buck about 2 weeks ago when we this story broke.
Come on.
And we was kind of trying to give Tigger the benefit of doubt and grace. So I was like, no, he did it, and we need to get him up out of here and back on YouTube with us in the filth of the live of YouTube. I told you he did it.
Well, I got to cut you short, Florida Boy J. Nobody told me nothing. I didn't give him no pass. I said I want to see.
No, you.
I said I want to see, if there is some evidence, and we've got some evidence, and whether she is, I'm not going to try to besmirch her character. Whatever she got going on, he wifed her. Go ahead.
Yeah, once I seen that high yellow mammy on the screen with bumps and bruises, I was like, his days are numbered. In today and time, the way women will weaponize the law against you, a woman would tell you, don't put your hands on me or I'll call the police, and proceed to put hands and feet on you. We've had this discussion before, and, I was in a situation about almost 2 years ago, I told you.
Oh, that's
where
right.
I was with a young, where I was with a young mammy and her son had 911 ready to press it while mammy was trying to put hands and feet on me. It's a setup.
As he should.
Tigger,
as he should.
It hit close to home.
It's my mom's.
And I understand.
My mom's.
Yeah. Let's get it on. My son will lie to me right now. I will black both your eyes, and you'll be in the back of the paddy wagon with handcuffs, not seeing where you're going, because my son will sit here and shamelessly lie for me and take your rent money on the way out because you got your money laid out because you're too comfortable.
Well, hold on a second, Florida Boy J. I don't know your ex, so I can't necessarily call her a liar. I mean, that's hearsay technically. But now hold on a second. So you watched the video because when I spoke to you earlier, you hadn't seen the video yet. And I said, no, not the one in black and white, the new one in color. Now, we have no proof if the young man, and let's be very, very sensitive, we have no proof if he, with his mama lined up Tigger. But do you think that, based upon the optics, with him screaming, Mr. Taker, stop! He said it twice. Get off of her. What chance in hell do you think Tigger has now? Because when he came back on B103, denied everything. Didn't know how she got the bumps and the bruises and the gash. So where are we now with the optics of what we see?
Well, with the optics, I don't know any able-bodied male can hold up a camera and watch his mom get assaulted and not put the camera down and jump on dude, especially if that's not your natural born daddy. Now, if your daddy jumping on your mama, hey, you might let that go down to that. But if it's a stepdaddy or a nigga that just came in who's piping on mama down and trying to slap her up in front of me, I'm sorry. We might record just enough for the police, and I gotta get it cracking, number one. And number two, do I think that he was lined up by LeBron at the radio station and his wife? Maybe so. I don't think we can put anything past that. All I know is...
hang on a second. I'm confused. You said Braun, what? Who, what?
No, the chick, the broad.
Oh, okay. Francesca, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if she lined him up with the wife. That maybe so, maybe the wife, maybe Francesca hit the wife up, said, Tigger told me he was leaving you, and y'all posted Christmas pictures and Valentine's Day pictures. And I want to expose him. And the wife probably said, well, you know what? I can leave him now, or we can line him up. You can get him out of your face at the job, and I get him out of the house he pays for. And like I said, pretty soon we about to see Big Tigger live on YouTube with us back in the crab barrel. Yeah.
Yep.
Donations. Give donations. Next time, make it 20. Yeah.
I need you to hit what is like, share, and subscribe.
Hype the video up for the algorithm. Yeah.
Well, listen, man. I'm looking right now. We're about $80 shy of playing the video, folks. If you want me to play it, it's risky. It's risky as hell because she's screaming. The son is screaming. And listen, you can go other places and watch it, and that's fine. But that thing is sure enough age-restricted video. Hey, man, before you go, any thoughts? Do you care? The audio that's circulating now, Funkmaster Flex going in on Charlamagne and Jay-Z. Do you care, Florida Boy Jay?
Yeah. Right before I speak on that, I'm going to say this. You are right. No 50-year-old man should be fighting his woman about no damn phone. And unless what you always say, there's a boy somewhere. Unless there's a boy somewhere.
Maybe there's a boy.
You should have enough game. There's always a boy. You should have enough game to let your woman, if you cheating, you should have enough game. If your woman snatches the phone, go through it, cry, try to put hands and feet on me, let me pipe you down, and let's get past this. If you ain't got enough game if you do the crime, do the time, you ain't got enough game to let her run through that phone, babe. Find the deepest, darkest secrets, and then let's get past this. And that's what I think. And with the Funk Flex situation, he said a lot, but I wanted Funk Flex to kind of turn it up a couple notches. I think he's just, because he knows Jay-Z's about to perform, like you said, he didn't want to step on it too much, because I think that Funk Flex has a part 2 locked and loaded where he's going to go balls deep for real. I think this is
sure.
just...
I'm sure.
Yeah. You know Funk Flex. You know if he's going to keep it light, he got some more flex bombs in the tuck.
Yeah.
He just waiting for the concert to go over, waiting to get more ammo, and then when Monday comes, or maybe the week after that, once this Jay-Z hype dies down, he's going back in. We know him too well.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Great to talk to you, man. Salute.
Absolutely, man. You have a great show. Thanks.
Florida Boy Jay, tapping in. Greater achievements, pardon me. Still confused on why she was guarding his phone with her life. Sir or ma'am, I can only speculate that maybe, she was in seek of something with regards to her husband. Are you married? I mean, I say this with all due respect. When you take those vows, and if you take them serious and you become one, and you want your wife to obey you, key word, obey. You know, people get real stuck on that word. No, I'm not going to obey. Or the guy, well, I want you to obey. And they change the vows. But you are still forming a union. Whether we like it or not, there are certain things that, become common property. Thank you for your comment. I'm going to keep on saying I'm not taking her side, but, arguing over a goddamn phone, man, you asking for trouble. Sheesh. Elliot, I got your donation. Thank you so much. We need to see that Tigger video. Okay. Calvin got your donation. I'm in on the video. Okay, we're getting there. Lucifer, star. Okay, star that fitted hat clean as. Okay, A-Town down. Yes, sir. Salute. Rob got your donation. Okay. Marcellus Wiley. Is there a video on that, guys? A news video? The Marcellus. I mean, I'm kind of somewhat sort of in the loop, but I don't know the details. There's my email address on the screen if somebody wants to send me that. All right. Area code 914. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there?
Your money was good.
Craig.
Yeah, you puppy.
Good to hear from you, man. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Craig.
You.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just talking about a couple of topics.
No problem.
Couple of topics. Guys, this is Craig. He's a day one. Bear with us. Have you heard the Funkmaster Flex audio, Craig, or have you seen anything, or do you care about Big Tigger? Fired.
No, I don't care.
Don't care. Okay.
Nobody give a shit. Nobody give a shit.
Craig, we got to watch the language in the afternoon.
Good.
Yeah. How you been, though, man? What's going on with you? Good to hear your voice.
I'm crazy.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm getting ready for the Young Miami concert, July the 23rd, North Myrtle Beach. Spend that ish.
Yeah, I want to have a good time.
I appreciate that.
Man. I want to have a good time.
Hey, are you going to go see Jay-Z at Yankee Stadium? When is that? You heard about that?
No. I'm not today. You need from me too. What do you
It says. Hold on, Craig. It's going to be the 12th, and a couple of other dates I'm looking at here. Yeah, right around the corner. Okay.
I'm not going.
You're not going? Okay.
No.
All right.
You do nothing for me. What do go? You do nothing for me. You do nothing for me.
I'm Googling something. What day is Jay's at Yankee Stadium? Okay. The 10th, the 11th, and the 12th. Okay. Anyway. Hey, Matt, great to hear your voice, though. But listen, I'm gonna get back to these topics, man. Everything else good with you? How's the summer going?
Going good.
Good.
Going good.
Good. I appreciate you. Man. I appreciate you tapping in.
Have a good day.
Salute. Okay. It's Craig. He's a day one, for those who don't know. All right. Who's that sending a donation there? Blade. Blade says, what do you say, nigga? Quit playing. Play the goddamn thing. Hold on. Let me get Blade. There you go. Okay. Quit effing around. Play the goddamn. Okay. Give me a second here. Hold on. Area code 678. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there?
What's good, Star?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I'm here, man. What's up?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I just wanted, I'm doing all right, man. I want to talk about Big Tigger real quick.
Please watch the language and don't attack the young man filming his mother. Let's not attack him. Come on.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna even attack that much dude, man. I think he's like one of those type of butlers type dudes. But I guess like, for the house. It's like that show.
Who are you talking about? The son, sir? You're her son?
Nah, I got you. But what that lady got to understand is this. Big Tigger live in Atlanta, whereas every one man for 20 women. So she probably just couldn't handle that. Big Tigger was exercising his options.
Okay.
Or she probably caught him in the act, and she couldn't handle it. When women tend to find men cheating, find out they men cheating, they get overly emotional. Like they're, for the most part, they just can't handle it. They can't handle it. So, she's one of them. She couldn't handle, Big Tigger, having those type of options. And she she probably found Big Tigger with a chick that was finer than her. And she just lost it. It'd be like that with women. They just don't.
Well, hang on a second, sir. You and I have spoken before. You're how old are you? I forget. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay. You're a very young man. I salute you. But now let's try to be objective. Don't just take Tigger's side because you're a man, I assume. Tigger might be a male, but not necessarily a man. Real men don't have to lie and cheat. If a real man gets tired of your mouth, I'm sliding off, or this relationship is done. Don't fall for that whole every man cheat nonsense. Don't fall for that.
Yeah.
But just objectively speaking, at your young age, you're not married, right? You're not married.
Nah, I'm not married. No kids either.
Okay, so maybe the relationship ran its course. Tigger's got himself a little boy toy somewhere over there in College Park, down there in I don't know, Duluth. Him and the little boy toy texting, and she can't take it. She can't take it. She's trying to help him because he's got a sickness. Do you think there's a possibility he's sick?
Well, I'll say no, but I'll say that she probably wants Big Tigger put a ring on it. Big Tigger like, nah, not yet.
Sir, he did put a ring on it. Listen, I got to take the calls, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. He's too young. He put a ring on it. We're talking about a married man. He put a ring on it. We don't have to take her side, but is Tigger, is he sick? Is the nigga up in one of them websites down there in the ATL? Is Tigger flying niggas out with niggas with wigs? Does he have a little friend over there? What's that little area where you got the little niggas with the lace fronts? East Point. Does he have a little nigga in East Point? Taking the nigga to the perimeter mall. Got the little nigga sitting up in the cheesecake factory, perched. and she's falling apart. 216, good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there? Big Tigger, fired.
Yeah, good afternoon, Star. I'm not trying to take over Tigger or anything. I was just wanted to look at it from a legal perspective, man.
Come on.
Is it possible we could talk about this as being a theft? Because she did, take his property and wouldn't give it back. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but, I always thought Tigger was kind of suspect.
Okay.
So maybe he did have some things that he just didn't want her to find out about in that phone.
Okay. I'm listening to you, sir.
So, like, far as a legal perspective, anybody in the chat can comment and
no, never mind the chat, sir.
Elaborate on the legal part of.
Never mind the chat. Let's you and I talk. I'm not a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Any experience with legal or civil matters with regards to wives? You married?
Well, I did graduate from college with a criminal justice degree.
Perfect.
And that's why I was saying I was looking at it from a legal perspective.
Are you married, sir? Have you ever been married?
Yes, yes, I am married.
Okay. Educate us when you're married. And what state do you live in?
I live in Ohio.
Okay. Educate us, because, it's not as easy as some people may think, just because they're males. Just thinking she's done everything wrong. When you got a guy who put a ring on her finger. She had kids already. So he knew the deal up front, right? He knew the deal.
Yes, he did. And women are emotional. When they find out that, there's some infidelity or some cheating issues in a relationship, they will go for that phone, because that's where all the information is hid at. We wake up in the morning, the first thing we do is grab our phone. So a lot of stuff is in that phone, and then you have to have trust. And if you kind of break a trust issue, that phone is going to tell all the things. If you don't self-destruct any messages inside of those phones, they'll tell anything. But me and my wife have a relationship where I know her password, she knows mine. We've been together for 8 years. We've only been married for 4.
Nice.
I'm 51 years old.
Nice.
And we basically have a trust. We understand that we basically have to build our relationship off of that first.
Now, the Atlanta metro area, which is, I think he's in Sandy Springs, if memory serves me correctly. So he's down there with a lot of, lower tier, low-hanging fruit, degenerates, music industry people, people who will do anything for fame and notoriety. These are the people that he's in contact with on a daily basis. So, hypothetically speaking, do you think that he may have met this woman with kids, and he married her to be some type of beard to help him, walk a different his image, and to help him walk a different path. But he keeps falling from grace, sliding off. I don't want to keep putting the little bussy thing upon him, but those guys down there, man, there's a lot of guys down there that are, licking a hole and sucking a pole. Can you imagine, just hypothetically speaking, let's say she's the good guy in this particular scenario, and we don't know that Tigger's been off, up in the what is it, the Juicy Crab or Papa Do's with niggas with wigs, and she just said, "Look, I'm trying to help you. What do you think about that? Does that sound plausible at all? You're a legal man.
It definitely does, because we know the demographics of, the rainbow people in Atlanta. So that's why I was saying, basically, if he has something in that phone that he doesn't want us to know about, it's definitely, we need to get that. It was already, seems to me, not to speculate, but when they had the confrontation, the son was already recording. It was like they kind of set the situation up. So he would be in the wrong, and she knew that he needed that phone, and he wanted that phone, and he would do something confrontational to get it back.
Okay. Are you a practicing attorney? You said you got a law degree.
No, I'm not, sir. No, I'm not. Hey, sorry. 80% of the people that choose a major don't work in that field of study.
Okay.
No, I don't.
I was just asking.
I do. I still work for a college, though. I work doing prison reentry program.
Okay.
At a university.
Nice. Well, listen, I'm just trying to be fair. I don't want to just kick the guy's back and I'm too old to do that. I have no vendetta, no score to settle with this guy. I haven't seen Tigger since 2005. We shook hands. It was all good, but I just can't sit here knowing that most males are not men. We can't just always blame the woman. I'm going to say it one last time, or maybe I'm not going to say it last time. He married her.
He married her, yes.
He knew what it was. He married her.
Star, did you kind of notice the slurred speech between both of them when they were going through this situation? It sounded like there was a little bit of intoxication. I don't want to say that, but I don't know how they talk. I've heard Tigger on BET.
Okay.
He's really sharp with his words.
Right.
Very charismatic. When they were arguing, it sounded like he said she's drunk, and then it also sounded like he slurred a little bit of his words. So it kind of seemed like one of those situations where it's a little bit of, maybe alcohol involved, and neither one of them is going to make any sense. And that's probably how the argument actually started.
Stay with me. Stay with me. You did 4 years of criminal law?
Yes, I did actually 5 years. I took a year off in college, so I didn't get my 4-year degree. It took me 5.
Based upon what you just said, slurred speech, we have no proof. Do you think that maybe Tigger may have been on, on a little piece of Molly perk, a perk 10, not a perk 30, a perk 10?
Molly perk 10, perk 30, or maybe
Tigger was in the bathroom, got the water running, pretending he's taking a shower, and there he is. He's got a butt plug in his ass and jacking.
Not
jerking his joystick.
No,
Pause. Hold on. Sir, hold on.
You're going to make me. Okay.
Well, hold on. He's in the bathroom, got the water running, pretending he's taking a shower, got a butt plug in his ass, jerking his joystick, and she's banging on the door. I know what you're doing. Get out of there. I'm trying to help you, you son of a bitch. Come on.
But, Star, you're saying some very humorous things, and you don't like people to laugh and giggle. So, I'm trying to hold back, but you're making a great point, man. It's possible that could be the case.
He's an old nigga in his 50s, sir. At one point in time, he lived during the era of when we had a certain drug of choice. As we get older, if you're not strong enough, you fall back into that. And I just can't say that she is such a bad person. Again, he knew what she was. He knew she had a missing child. The child is still missing, right or wrong. 17 years old. Nobody knows what the child is.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead and land your plane, sir. You have the final word. Go ahead.
This is back to the legal situation. She took his property, and that could be classified as theft. I'm gonna land my plane with that, Star. Thank you so much. You got a great show today.
Yes, sir. I don't know, folks. I'm just a man who has lived. Yes, she had a bunch of kids. Yes, she's got a 17-year-old missing right now, but the nigga put a ring on it. He made a promise that he would put his face in that coochie, that more than likely the walls are collapsing. 2 days out of a week, she's got some discoloration in her discharge. If she's not careful with using certain soap, she'll get a yeast infection. Nigga, you know what it is. Give me the phone, bitch ass nigga. You looking at tranny porn again? Give me that phone or else. Alice, get your phone. We're gonna line this goofy nigga up. Area code 571. Please watch the language, or I gotta drop your call. 571.
How you doing, Star?
I'm alive, sir.
I understand that.
How are you?
Okay. Hey, man. Hey, I just seen the video that you showed on there, and
Big Tigger.
I gotta tell you, man, it was disgusting, man. What's disgusting was Tigger like a sucker on top of the woman with the phone. Mm-hmm. So what if you got some stuff on your phone? You know what I'm saying? So what? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be the man. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? She catch you. What's she gonna put you on punishment?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, she looked terrible. She looked gross laying there on the ground like that, screaming and him on top of her, trying to grab the phone, talking like oh, I paid for this phone. It's registered to me. Come on, man. You don't have no control of your household. If my wife had my phone and she wanted to go through it, she can go through my phone. I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? If I got caught doing something, man, I got caught. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you look like a sucker, trying to get that phone back. Let her have a phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She can have my phone anytime she wants my phone. She can have my phone. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I know it is what it is. You know, so if I'm out there doing stuff, I'm just going to get caught. You know, and it just he looked real stupid. You know, doing that right there. I mean, he's to me, Tigger always been a funny guy. You know, like I remember, you know, we was on BET back in the day.
Well, hold on a second, sir. I want us to stay current. I appreciate your call. Can I ask, how old are you?
I'll be 52 in a few months.
Perfect. Our parents and our grandparents did not care about certain things regarding the outside world. And if somebody called into the house, it was usually one or the other who answered the phone most of the time, right? They had the phone that was on the wall, the rotary
That's
phone,
right.
you know. My father made it a point. He made it a point to let my white mama answer the phone. Boy, don't you touch the phone. Let her answer the phone. Hold on a second. Stay with me. And he made it a point that only he would answer the door. Me and my older brother could never answer. You can't run to the door and answer the door. He answered the door. Always had his pistol behind his back. She answers the phone. He answers the door. Now it's just, you know, it's crazy because this goddamn phone, people take it so serious. And I'm just going to say this one more time. Real men ain't got nothing to hide about this goddamn phone. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you're so right. A real man has nothing to hide with his phone. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? A man going to be a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Either a man is going to be a man or he going to have a somebody over top of him. You know what I'm saying? And if you are so scared like a teenager to give your girl your phone, then you just weak to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if your girl got your phone and you're panicking, like, you know, to get your phone, then there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you as a man. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
For one thing, like these guys, they get, I don't know if Tigger's in that situation, but these guys get whipped off of the you know what? And they get whipped off of it and they think that, you know, they're gonna get put on punishment or something. They're gonna have repercussions. You know what I'm saying? And it's so weird to me. It's like when you start off a relationship, you gotta let them know. You know what I'm saying? What you like, you gotta let them know from the get go what it is. You know what I'm saying? Then if you
let me jump in for a second. You sound like a knowledgeable man. Are you married? Did I ask you that yet?
Mm-hmm. I'm a married man.
Okay.
I'm married.
Yeah. So a lot of times, again, we have an understanding with the woman because what you want to try and keep in that house is peace. You don't want to be arguing and fighting in front of the kids, right? Your father?
Absolutely.
Okay. I respect that. And something as silly and trivial as a goddamn phone, I blame him. I blame Tigger. Again, he put a ring on it. There's certain things you have to just let it slide to keep the peace. Now that young man, I didn't mean to cut you. The young man filming, whether he's in on it or not, he's doing what he felt was the right thing to do. Film this game goofy nigga roughing up my mother. Go ahead, land your plane.
Hey, you're absolutely right. Yeah, okay, you're right. Right. He's in a house with it. The guy's the child is not even his kid, right? Yeah. Making the recording. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Take your lumps. You know what I'm saying? Tigger always been a sucker to me, man. Like the way how he talked, just he was so corny with his freestyles. You know, it all comes out in the end who you really are. It's going to be revealed to the world. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be revealed.
I appreciate the call, sir. I appreciate the call.
All right, Don.
Yes, sir. Who's out on the screen there? Jerome. I don't have my contacts in. Let's change the role and take her phone. How will she react? I don't know, sir. We have what we have. You bring up a good point. How would she react? Well, sir, are you married? How is a wife supposed to react? A wife. A lot of guys are single, and you're trying to act like, you would conduct yourself in a union the way that you do as a single man. You would not. You would not. said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. I do not hang out with married men, especially, after dark. Oh, no. You're not going to lie to your wife and then use me. Oh, I had to help Star with something. F out of here. Hold on. Okay, I think we're done with the video. No more. I'm not playing that no more. Let me get that off my screen. All right. Guys, I need to take a break, okay? Oh, man, I got my guy Houston there in Germany. Houston, can you hold on 1 second? Stay there. Houston, hold on. Hey there, thank you for your patience. You're calling from Germany. Yes, no?
Yes, I'm calling in from Germany. How you doing, Star?
I'm good, man. Thank you for your patience. Where do you want to start? We got 2 topics.
Okay, first I'd like to talk about the young brother that was unfortunately lost his life.
Okay.
You guys got to be careful. A token is expendable. You know what I mean?
Who is you guys, sir? Who's you guys?
I'm talking about these ones that take pleasure being the only black person with another group or.
Well, that wouldn't be me, sir. That wouldn't be me.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying it in general. Because that almost happened to me.
Okay.
That almost happened to me. So you walk around being the token with all these folks, but behind your back, they're setting you up for failure. They're calling you all kinds of names behind your back, and they're mocking you behind your back, and then you're grinning in their face. You're the odd man out, and you're the joke, and you don't even realize you're the joke. So I just want folks to realize, hey, just be careful where you're at, because they will set you up, and then they'll act like, hey, we don't know what happened.
Stay with me. You're calling from Germany, and I appreciate your call. How old were you when you had a similar situation? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was in high school.
Okay. And you moved to a predominantly white area, or you grew up in that area?
I moved to a predominantly white area. It was in Western Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And man, it was bad. It was in the 80s. It was bad, and I had another buddy. We grew up together, but they favored him more, and his nickname was Token. I said, they're calling you Token. That's not a name to be proud of, but I was more rebellious and all that stuff, so they really didn't care for me, but they liked Token because he wasn't really too much of a threat.
Okay.
But yeah, they tried to jump me one time, and I had to take a pencil, and I had to do what I had to do with that pencil. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, did you do any jail time, or did it cost your parents any legal fees or anything?
I thought I was going to go to jail. I thought I was going to have to go to Allen Crest, but I didn't. I jabbed somebody in the shoulder blade with a pencil, and after that, they left me alone.
Okay. So in their minds, they probably said, he can't take a joke. He's one of those, contentious Negroes. Let's leave him alone. He's no fun.
Yeah, but the thing is, we joke differently.
Yeah.
They have their way of joking.
Yes.
They have their way of joking. We have our way of joking. Like I remember you said.
Well, hold on a second, because you see, that's key. And I appreciate you being honest. When you come from a different area and or culture, and you move to a more so Caucasian area, they can be more condescending, cynical, passive aggressive, if you will. And if you fly off the handle, then you wind up like Carmelo Anthony. You don't want that to happen.
Exactly.
So you stab somebody. You're lucky you didn't go to prison for 10 years.
Yeah, I was a kid. Yeah, but I learned just stay away from them. Just stay away from them.
I disagree. I believe in intertwining with them and getting to know how they operate, move, and think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do that, but once you feel something's off, just go, just leave.
I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Yeah, hey, but I would like to say something else, though, if possible.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Big Tigger, he knew that woman had issues.
Yeah.
Young men, stay away from single mothers. Stay away from single mothers, especially when they have behavioral issues. Everybody knew this woman wasn't in her right frame of mind. Everybody knew this woman's child is missing, and she's a single mother. Stay away from single mothers.
Okay.
Avoid them.
I appreciate the call.
That's all I wanted to say. Thanks, Star.
Yes, sir. Is it Dairy? I don't have my contacts in, but thank you for your comment, young lady. Star, if you hear the video, wifey said you egging men and women. I didn't hear that. I'll play it. Deeds, can you listen to the video again? Okay. Okay, you're saying I'm right in the video that I played? How do I say your name, dear? Is it Dario? Forever. Okay, was she trying to say that Tigger was pegging men and women? Okay. If you're serious and not trolling, okay. I mean, listen, I'm just going by human nature, and Tigger promised her something. Either before they got married or after they got married, he promised her something. That's the reason why she went so hard for the phone. Can we be honest with ourselves, fellas? You don't have to like the wife. You don't have to agree with me. Put a 1 in the live chat if you think that Tigger promised her something. He wifed her. What did he tell her? Why did she react the way she did on the phone? She, baby, give me the phone. I'm trying to help you. Somebody called in and said she looked disgusting on the floor. I don't think she looked disgusting. She looked like a woman fighting for her marriage. She looked like the son was supposed to get the phone. Can someone confirm what this young lady on the screen is saying? I'll play it again. Houston, we have to watch the language, man. Good afternoon. How are you, Houston?
Man, I've been saying this from day one. Salute my nigga. So, I said she saw something. She was trying to save him from himself.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
And then everything you saying when I was sitting in court in the judge's chamber and the baby mama tried to get me to admit to alimony, I'm like, would you marry that? But, like, when you saying, like, when these dudes put that in these chicks' mind, even if they ratchet, that's what they think.
Yeah.
But when they see something else, I don't think it was something else with another woman. I'm just saying. That's why I went that way. But, that's me just thinking. I'm just saying. She's trying to save him from himself because there's been a lot of allegations on this dude for years.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was like, really? You doing this?
Yeah.
And then when she grabbed the phone, she fell back and he fell on top of it. That's how she probably got that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But what do you think?
I have no proof. I can only speculate. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but, see, a lot of these guys, not only do they lie to other people, but they lie to themselves. Being married is hard work. It's hard work that I don't want to do, to be honest with you. I don't want to do that.
Hey,
I don't want to fight that hard because I'm
married.
I'm spoiled. I'm selfish. Yeah. And you say the wrong goddamn thing, I'm out the door. So yeah. I'm man enough to say that up front. Listen, we can hang out and have fun, but you're gonna watch.
When you say the wrong,
you're gonna watch how you talk to me. I'm not your nothing ass father. I'm not your child.
I'm not your goddamn child.
And if you're a white woman, hang on a second, Houston. Hang on, because see, most people don't know this about me. Any white female that I date, you have to go apply for a loan on my behalf. I don't date broke white women. I've always been like that. You go to your daddy, go somewhere, get us 20 bands, 200,000. You got to do something. I don't date broke white women. Go ahead. Just had to say that.
Yeah, you remember when I told you the story when I was down there and the white chick was trying to take the black daddy baby name?
I don't remember.
The kid name. But no, she was trying to do that while I was fighting for my kids, and there was a white chick. And then I was like, you never got me no money. None. I'm like, you white. And she had money. And she was doing that. I'm like, man, what? And then I've been with my Mexican wife for 13 years, and if the wrong words come out of our mouth, nigga, we are into it for the whole next 2 days.
Wow. Okay.
I'm like, don't play with me like that. Who the hell you think you're talking to?
Houston, I hate to cut you. I got to take a break, man. It's 3 hours here. I got to take a break, man. I appreciate you.
Okay, well, I'll call back in if I need to.
Okay, thank you, man. Salute.
Because I'm with you on this topic with this.
Well, I may have to play the video again, but thank you, man.
Okay, play the video again, and then I'm going to call back in after your break, my nigga.
Give me some time.
You know I got you, right?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Okay, I got you. I'm finna donate and then call back in.
Salute. Okay.
Already.
All right. Guys, thank you for your support. I got to take my break here, coming up on 3 hours. This is no hate towards Tigger, but this is an older man. And objectively speaking, men don't have to lie, don't have to cheat. Also, being a man does not mean always talking down on women. I've said this to you before. I like women. A lot of guys don't like women. That's a bad place to be in. If you don't like women, plural, then you'll always find some way to blame them. I like the aura, the conversation, the ambiance, the mystique of women. And I get along with women. When I date a woman, there's no secrets. From me, anyway. If you're into something, I would prefer that you tell me. But I'm not going to go digging. Thank you for becoming a member. I hope I said your name right, young lady. Okay, you are appreciated. Okay, Star Report. I'm back in the building. Thank you for your patience. All right, I got myself a beer. It's hot as hell outside here in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. That's where I live. And I want to continue our conversation about Funkmaster Flex going in on Jay-Z, Charlamagne, a.k.a. Leonard McKelvey. There's a lot of history there between those guys. I don't know the, details on everything, but I was thoroughly entertained when I first listened to some of the audio on Chig's Smooth's YouTube channel. So in case you're just not joining me, we played quite a bit of the audio earlier in the broadcast here, right? Also, Tigger has been fired from B103. Yes, he's been fired. And I don't say that to try and kick the guy's back in or to be, malicious. But when and if you get time, I want you, some of you, to Google cause termination. Again, C as in Charlie, A-U-S-E, cause termination. It's very different from just, getting fired for insubordination or something like that, or showing up late. Every contract, whether you are a television actor or actress, radio, sports, they have the cause clause in your contract. And especially in the last 15 to 20 years, they enhanced the moral turpitude, section. It can be very, very, very broad. There are certain jobs, if you will, that I had been offered over the last decade. And I say, that's a little too risky for me because I have assets and other things. And I'm not going to allow myself to be put into a situation and based upon something that is misunderstood, it then becomes a big legal matter. And it's not really worth me just, doing a quote unquote radio show. I don't mean to sound cocky, but I've got a situation in New York that I already signed off on. And I said, hey, I need some time to get up there. I got to, tie up some loose ends in North Carolina. And they're okay. But the cause section, I read some of this to you earlier. Gross misconduct, policy violations, severe documented underperformances, and different things of that nature can be reasons to be fired for cause. Along with, as I read earlier, in case you didn't hear me, a specific documented reason tied to your behavior, conduct, and or performance. Okay. The impact of a for cause dismissal. Being fired for cause carries significant legal and financial consequences. Severance. Employees fired for cause typically forfeit any entitlement to severance pay unless a specific employment contract dictates otherwise. Employment benefits. Future employment. Sometimes when you get fired for cause, legally they cannot take you back. Tigger has been fired, and I don't say that to be, mean-spirited. They gave him a way to save face, if you will, and that's to say I'm stepping down to focus on my family. That's, sounds great. I'm sure he has already indemnified them prior to even getting on the microphone. He has indemnified them. Anybody know what indemnification means? Of course you do. He has released them from any and all wrongdoings. He has released them from any financial losses. He has released not just them, their subsidiaries, agents, other employees. So technically, he can't sue Francesca based upon his contract. Francesca may have, I'm sure, an indemnification section in her contract if she has one. Guys, is she under contract? She might just be somebody who, has a job. And all she has is she's agreed to certain terms, but does not have a contract. Anybody know how much money she makes? So, if I had to guess, she does not have the same type of contract that Tigger has. I say that because she's now suing Tigger's wife. She's suing Tigger's wife, and I think it's a brilliant move, to be honest with you. Tigger's going to have to step in and settle on his wife's behalf with Francesca, even if they've been cool all this time. I can't let you make me out to be a homewrecker. I'm speaking from the position of Francesca. I can't let you and your wife, whatever you and your wife talk about, whatever you and your wife text about, I can't let you make me out to be a homewrecker, because now you could be jeopardizing my future potential earnings. Future potential earnings. Who knows what that number is based upon that particular market, her experience, yada, yada, yada. So that's it. Anybody else want to chime in? I want you to, be entertained, but I just had to say all of that with regards to what's going on, in my opinion. She's gonna drag this up. Well, she's not just gonna settle early, I don't think, Francesca, because the threat of what could be in those text messages between Tigger and his wife could have an impact on V103. could have an impact on B103. And the threat of the Vice President, Reggie Rouse, again, this is coming back to bite him right in the ass. Well, I don't know. Did they sign a prenup? A prenup really, that's not necessarily going to prevent, something by way of a civil suit, a prenup. That sounds hot. It's a totally different thing. I just want to say that, but I thank you for your comment. All right. So let me take a little time here with regards to something I wanted to ask you guys. John Blaze, if you're available to call in, sir, I'm going to play this video. So, the question, are Africans the real alien engineers? I've mentioned this over maybe 2 decades now throughout my media journey, that Africans, in my opinion, might be aliens. I have no proof. And people seem to think that's funny. Africans. Well, many people, when they speak about the pyramids, who built the pyramids? Have you ever noticed that Caucasians never want to give credit to Africans or anybody else having anything to do with building those pyramids? There's aliens from outer space. Okay. Now, I'm a dumb dropout, but at the same time, I've always been a reader, and then science fiction is my favorite genre in terms of, reading, literature, things of that nature. So maybe even 30 years ago, I was, just exploring. Man, you think that Africans could be aliens? Now, for those of you who know the film Prometheus, 2012, this is the prequel to the film Alien with Sigourney Weaver. The opening scene of Prometheus depicts an alien engineer sacrificing himself by consuming a black liquid. His dissolving body breaks down to the cellular level, allowing his DNA to seed a primordial landscape with the genetic foundation for life. While widely interpreted as the origin of human life on Earth, director Ridley Scott deliberately left the exact planet and timing ambiguous. I'm going to play this opening scene from the movie Prometheus. Again, it came out in 2012. And sometimes you have to see through the bullshit. Not that I have the answers, but if something came from out of space, and seeded life as we know it on Earth, in my opinion, it would not be white. John Blaze, is that you, sir? Good afternoon on a Tuesday. John Blaze.
Good afternoon, big nigga.
Yes, sir.
And I got your email.
Yeah.
And I wanted to chime in on something that you've already known, but you're just trying to have a thought-provoking process with regards to, are Africans real alien engineers? Now, the theme of Prometheus was the desire of you meeting your maker, or the faith and revelation, or the creation or destruction of our existence on this earth. Or you have narratives of the book of Enoch. But the historical evidence has been there, but it has been whitewashed. To which you look at the evidence of the aerial school UFO incident. And this occurred on September 14th of 1994 when a UFO streaked across the sky over southern Africa. Now, 2 days later, they found there's evidence that it landed in the schoolyard of Ruwa, Zimbabwe, with 3 to 4 beings inside it, and made contact with a group of children, according to the articles through BBC. 62 children reporting seeing a silver UFO land nearby fields and made contact with these children. The children themselves reported that human-like beings emerged from the craft and descended on to these individual children, described as being black with waxy skin, with large penetrating eyes, and communicating telepathically. Now, I want to go to the second evidence that we are bringing evidence that the origins of alien technology is evident coming out of Africa. Let's go to Roswell incident, to which the idea or the evidence of a black alien, to which the military craft, to which we already know that was covered up in claims that was provided back in July of 1947. Now, the evidence is there to which there was a black alien at Roswell story is a long-running UFO conspiracy tied to Roswell. And when debris was found near Roswell in New Mexico, initially reported by the U.S. Army. Now, the conspiracy, or some will claim as it being a conspiracy, that they had witnesses and testimonies declassifying files that was proved years later and fueled speculation of alien bodies, to which these were black bodies themselves. You see what I'm saying? Now, we have the evidence that's provided by Walter Hott of Roswell Public Information Officer and the mortician Glenn Dennis, who claimed to have seen these black alien bodies being involved in the autopsies. You can look it up yourself. So the extra...
If I can jump in, John Blaze?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate everything you're saying. I have no proof. I mean, I'm very, very interested in this and this particular opening scene of the film Prometheus. You know, just as soon as I saw it back in 2012, I said, "Oh, wait a minute." So maybe the theory is not crazy after all. So I just wanted to maybe, again, put it on the table. Thank you for being ready with your research and things of that nature. With regards to the origins of life on our planet, I can only speak for our planet. Do you think it's something that really would affect the quote unquote truth moving forward in life? Because I think I don't mean to race bait or rage bait, but there's something about black people that really bothers other cultures or races. There's something about them that just, and I think that it may be in the minds of some people that maybe they're a little too close to being godlike. Is that crazy?
Absolutely not. Because the melanin in the black man and the black woman's skin is associated of being godlike. We are people that can sit out in the goddamn sun and don't burn like others.
Bingo.
So you look at the
Serengeti.
What you just mentioned.
The Serengeti.
Well, we talking the gospel right now. But we look at, and you mentioned Egypt. There has recently been a discovery through technology that is called the RTI, and that is the radio tomographic imaging, to which they use the technology itself on March 25, which an interdisciplinary team of researchers announced a groundbreaking discovery beneath Egypt's Gaza Plateau, a vast complex of underground chambers and shafts extending about 2 kilometers under the pyramids itself. Now, that itself explains that this technology, advanced technology, is being hidden by our government itself. So when we look at what they call UAPs, when we look at the observations and the explanations of the UAP sightings, they have advised that the individuals within these particular vehicles are black in nature. And you're not going to hear that in your media itself. You have to do the research. Now, extraterrestrials and gods in African mythology has always been a part of African oral tradition. You got Credo Matwa, who referred to several beings and gods in his work linking African mythology with extraterrestrial narratives. He spoke of the Nomo and the Dogon mythology with the amphibious beings from the star Sirius. These beings featured predominantly in accounts of ancient visitors affecting African civilizations. Now, today, they talk about otherworldly vehicles and UAPs that we heard about during congressional testimony. These are trans-medium crafts that has been coming out of areas of Zimbabwe, vehicles that have the capability to operate in space, air, and water that defy all humanity that knows about physics, have been operating with complete impunity around the world since 1940s.
John Blaze, if I can jump in right there.
Yes, sir.
Again, I appreciate your knowledge and your execution. With all of that being said, what I just said, what you said, and you know, how Hollywood likes to manipulate, exaggerate, and put out different propaganda. Do you think it's something that people on a large scale should really care about, or would it only be something that even piques their interest if some type of I don't know, tragedy were to happen on this particular planet? I hope I don't live long enough to see some type of, I don't know, nuclear wars and things of that nature. But the knowledge is there. The knowledge is there. But again, I don't mean to be long-winded. When I saw that opening scene, I said, whoa. So they're literally taking things and trying to regurgitate it and giving the credit, if at all, to a Caucasian race. There's nothing of white skin that could live, again, on the fucking Serengeti. That's the cradle of humanity. It just doesn't make sense. I just had to say all that, man. But go ahead and land your plane. I just want to say all that.
Well, that's facts. That's facts. And I'm not going to hold you up, but you're speaking facts. Because everything what we know about technology and in terms of advanced technology, you'll find the source in Africa. If everything and if all the cradle of civilization started in Africa, why not science and technology? Ancient Kemet will tell you that. You look at the language and you look at the image of that movie Prometheus. Unfortunately, they had the alien itself without melanin in its skin. Right. That's why it raised issues for you, because it did not make any logical sense.
Right.
If you are people from the sun, how is it that a white man who's coming from the nearest star, Sirius, right, and a blazing sun itself, you would have to have melanin to protect yourself from that goddamn sun. You look at individuals like Billy Carson. I know people don't like to hear about him because he got cooked by the cave dweller, but he speaks facts when he talks about the Anunnaki. Right. The Anunnaki itself is of the history of black folks. And you got to look at your history, and you got to go ahead and do your own research, because when they talk about the Sumerians, they are not of people that you see in your books. These are black, bald-headed, black-faced people, meaning people who are as a trait as the Assyrians and Babylonians that are are without question are black folks. Yeah. So I don't want to hold you up too longer, but I really want to give and have you and pat you on the back, because you're furthering evidence when they talk about quantum physics in Nigerian mythology. When you talk about the root of the elements that is only found in Africa, to which the elements to use a nuclear weapon is only found in Africa, which that element is uranium. These are things that if you do your research, and you'll find that the only place that you will find to build the goddamn technology on this earth and those rare earth minerals will come out of Africa. Salute to you, big nigga.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate the conversation.
Yes, sir, John Bliss. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good call. 914. We're still talking about Big Tigger fired, Funkmaster Flex, and a question that I just put on the table. Are you there, 914?
Yes, sir. Salute, Star. Salute.
Hey, how are you, sir?
All right. So, to chime in on the Tigger situation,
please.
As someone who's been in a particular or similar position,
okay.
He should have saw that coming, and he should have just walked away or walked out. That's what I did. You know, I was put in a similar situation.
Okay.
I was attacked by the person I was.
Don't say her name, sir. I don't know if you're speaking facts.
Absolutely not. I would never say the name.
Okay.
But again, I was being attacked. I was able to call her oldest son to come and witness it and try to get her off me. And then I walked out of the situation. I came back a couple of days later to grab all my stuff. You know, I'm not going to jeopardize my pension or my livelihood for nobody. So Tigger should know better. He's going to lose a bag, or he already lost the bag because he got fired. And as Florida boy Jay said, he's going to be on these YouTube streets now trying to eat like everybody else. So,
can I ask how old are you and were you married?
Yes, 50. I'm 50. I just turned 50 in March.
How long were you married?
I was with this particular female for 3 years.
That's all? 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years. We were engaged, to be clear. We were engaged to be married, but...
How many years were you engaged for, or did you just meet her and get engaged? I'm just trying to...
No. We were together total of 4 years, dating for about a year and a half, and then got engaged. But yeah, it just, it went left.
How old is she?
You don't know a person until you live with them.
I'm not doubting what you're saying, but how old is she in comparison to you? She older, younger?
No, younger. She was younger.
How much?
She was early. 40. She just turned 40. So
no. How many? What's the age difference? I'm saying between you and her. 5 years. 10 years.
No. 10 years.
10 years. 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you gambled. You gambled with someone 10 years younger than you, and you got married, and she already had a child or two.
Yes, correct.
All right.
So it was definitely a gamble.
But you got away with your life.
Okey doke.
You got away with your life.
I did. Okay. I did. I'm glad I did.
And you said Tigger should just what? How'd you say that? Leave, walk away, what'd you say?
No, he should have walked away. Forget about the phone. I mean, whatever she was trying to look for, she probably saw already. So you might as well just walk out. Okay. Walk out, call the authorities, have them deal with it. If he owned the property or his name was on the lease, they're going to let him back in to gather his belongings. And that's it. I mean, I suggest that to any guy. Like, if you get into some sort of, domestic situation, just walk out.
Okay.
That's your best bet.
I think that's good advice.
I'm not risking my pension for nobody.
That's good advice. Do you pay some type of child support or alimony?
That is a negative. No, sir. No, okay. Those children weren't mine, by the way. They were my stepchildren.
Oh, children. How many did she have?
2. She had 2.
Okay. So you, within a year's time, you said, this is it. This is the one. I'm going to wife her.
Yeah, I mean, we were friends before that, before we started dating. So,
okay. Did you promise her anything? What broke the camel's back? Respectfully, did you promise her something?
No, I didn't promise her anything. I promised her, marriage, a good life, supportive husband. Okay. We used to travel, the whole shebang. But she was just, I don't want to say too much, but she wasn't right up top, to say the least.
And you have a union job?
No, I used to fireman.
Oh, okay.
For the city. Yeah, retired. So.
I think she caught a lick.
I guess, but not really. I mean, she.
Sir, you're 10 years older than her. She's got 2 kids. Within a year's time, you wifed her. She caught a lick.
I guess I could see it that way.
I'll give you
she was up too.
I'll give you the last word, but here's the thing. With Tigger, I think Tigger might be sick. Tigger's damn near 60. Hold on. He's damn near 60. Regardless of how people feel about, his wife, he knew what it was. You're in the Atlanta metro area, hiding the phone. That's goofy behavior. So
absolutely, I agree.
Leaving is one thing, but now he's got to worry about, is she going to tell his little secrets? But give your last word. Go ahead.
So I would suggest, if you're gonna hide your phone from your spouse or your partner, you might as well not be with that person.
Okay.
You might as well be on your own.
I appreciate
if you have to go around, hiding. Yes, sir. Salute.
All right, thank you.